And oh gosh, I already started off poorly. And we're live. Let me get this all set up. Hello there, Parker. How you doing? How you doing? Let me get this set up with the score bug. There we go. So, AFC Championship game in 2026. Very interesting matchup. I want the Broncos to win. However, I did pick the Patriots to win. That's basically just because I'm picking opposite of the number one in the lead for the pick'ems. So it's not really what I believe, but I believe that any one of these teams can win. Starting off the AFC Championship game, Patriots, Broncos, both amazing, less than 40. Um, in my pick'ems, I picked Patriots to win 20 to 17. Like I said, I think that the Broncos have every ability to win. I actually want them to win. Like I said, as a former Auburn fan, as a former Auburn player, Jarrett Stidham, I want him to be able to make it to the Super Bowl. That would be nice, honestly, if that was the case. So I would love for that to happen. Don't know if it is or not. But, so obviously that. In the games the Patriots have won, Drake May has not played the best. So I want to put that out there. He hasn't played the best, but he's made plays when he needs to. So if that's my expectation is Drake May going to play perfectly? No. Is he going to turn the ball over? More than likely. But will he make the plays when he needs to? Yes. So taking what I know about Drake May in the playoffs, let's put that to the Broncos. One, very interested to see how Patrick Surtain probably line up against Stephon Diggs, but Stephon Diggs might go into the slot, so that may be more of a McMillan kind of role, so that's going to be huge for the Denver Broncos. Two, Zach Allen and Nick Benito against that porous offensive line of the Patriots. Patriots struggled mightily against both these defenses of the Chargers and the Texans, and were helped up by turnovers to put them in better situations. So again, very important to see that. How Zach Allen and Nick Benito are going to be able to affect Drake May. And then thirdly, the main thing about this game, and it's going to be the determining factor for the whole entire game, can Jarrett Stidham limit the turnovers? He doesn't have any turnovers at all. I think the Broncos will easily win. They play with the lead. They're to Ash should play more aggressive on defense instead of I'm scared of making a mistake. So I would love to see that happen in this game. But if the Broncos are able to actually limit the turnovers, even if it might be very boring offense, do not turn over the ball, because that's how the Patriots have been winning. It is great defense. Drake May finding a way to win, especially getting the fourth quarter, making a great move down the field, especially his running ability. That's for the key to the game. And the Broncos start with the ball, so we're going to start off with seeing Jarrett Stidham. So again, I want the Broncos to win, but I did pick the Patriots to win. Honestly, if it wasn't for the pick'ems and I was behind the pick'ems, I would pick Broncos Rams. I want that matchup because that'd be a fun matchup, but I don't know if we're gonna get that or not. But let's see right here. So the first down 10 for the 35-yard line after that kickoff went into the end zone for a touchback. Jarrett Stidham going to be under center. Looks like R.J. Harvey in the backfield. That's a tight end motion up to the left. And going to be a handoff, and that's going to be R.J. Harvey, who's going to get about maybe 2. So gain about 2 yards there, second down and 8. Anthony Jennings and Ellis on the tackle. It is also interesting seeing Jarrett Stidham against his former team, too. I know it's been a major talking point. Like I said, being drafted by the Patriots. The Patriots offensive coordinator, was the offensive coordinator there when he was there too, and then also was the head coach when they brought him over to the Raiders. So kind of interesting there. Strong formation to the right. From the only gave him 1 yard. Going to be a handoff once again to R.J. Harvey, who is going to actually lose about a yard. So 2 straight runs that got absolutely 6-yard line. Not the best. Not the best right now. Shotgun formation, Bush to the left, running back to his right. Drops back a pass, only rushing 4. Jarrett's going to roll out and is going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete pass. 4th down and 9. They got pressure off the edge. like I said, I know they are missing Harold Landry. He is inactive for the game. But the Patriots have actually kind of been able to get some more pressure in this game. And Ben Powers got beat by Milton Williams too. Hello there, Daniel. How you doing? How you doing? So 3-0 for the Broncos. Not great, obviously. Punt is underway, and it's going to be it's a great punt. All right, so that got out of bounds probably around like the I'll say let's see where they put him at the 8. So the 8-yard line. So first down 10 for the 8-yard line for the Patriots. So deep into their own territory. Let's see what Drake May can do. 13-30. Let's go in the first quarter. I'm sure it's getting loud and mile high too. So Drake May going to be under center. 2 tight ends to the left. Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. Going to be handoff. Stevenson, who's going to try the middle of the field, gets up to about the 13-yard line. Great run there. And that's going to be a gain of 5. Second down 5 for New England. Like I said, I'm interested to see who can run the ball better. Because like I said, I think it's going to come down to who doesn't turn the ball over more. I think obviously Jerison has ability to throw some picks, being his first start in over 2 years. Drake May has shown to throw some interceptions and also has some fumbles as well. So limiting the turnovers. So right now, like I said, it's going to be second down 5 and 13. I formation. Going to be another handoff to Stevenson, who is going to be stonewall. Great job there. Is that Zach Allen? I think it is. Yep. Zach Allen to stop in Singleton with a little help as well. Third down and 5. Well, they give him a yard, I guess. Third down and 4. 12:37 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can also force 3 and out. Help to block. Sending Stephon Diggs into motion. Drops back a pass and throws Stephon Diggs and almost picked off by Hufanga. They moved Stephon Diggs to match up against Riley Moss. Still had great coverage, but Hufanga almost had the pick. 4th and 4, got to punt this ball away. Yeah, it's a great job. Oh, man, he almost had that. 4th and 4, so back-to-back 3 and outs for these teams. 12:08 left to go in the first quarter. Wait for the punt. All right, return up from the 41, 42-yard line. Got tackled immediately, but still great field position for the Denver Broncos because of that punt. So it'll be 12 minutes to go in the first. We'll bring back with Derek Stidham. Hopefully they can do better than the first time. But it was a 3 and out. It was 2 straight runs to the right. Like I said, I think I understand trying to be conservative in a certain sense. I guess I'd rather you be conservative than there could be potentially for you to throw some picks. Because that's what's going to happen. Is if the Patriots are going to win, it's going to be coming down to turn over the ball, set up the offense in great field position. Because that's what happened in the first 2 games. And that's the reason why I think, who knows? He's okay, I just can't put my offense in the worst situations. I can't, force it down the field and all of a sudden there's a pick because that's a loss of possession. But I don't think you can coddle Jarrett Stidham either. That same exact sense too, because you haven't been able to run the ball that effectively. You've been not very, very, very efficient against a good run defense as well with the Patriots. So excited to see what's going to happen this upcoming drive. But so far it's been 2 3 and outs. Slow commercial break. There we go. Ready to be back. Look at those Rocky Mountains, dude. I do want to go back out west. I haven't been since 2019. I want to go back out west for sure. Maybe not in December. I don't know. Maybe like during like late spring. All right, so it'll be first down 10 from the 41, 42 yard line. 41 yard line. So pistol formation. Sent Lil Jordan Humphrey in motion up to the left. Shotgun formation. Drops back a pass. And is going to step in the pocket. Is going to scramble out to his right. Jarrett Stidham is going to throw deep down the field. And, dropped R.J. Harvey. Like, so he initially came out to the flat. Then kind of went up down the field. Unfortunately, was incomplete to R.J. Harvey. So second down 10. Like I said, they're showing right now, like I said, his career going from the Patriots to the Raiders, now to the Broncos. So, let's see. Oh, there's a legal contact. Oh, so I guess R.J. Harvey ran out of bounds. I thought I don't know. I don't know if that's. I thought he got back in, but I guess not. All right. So, anyways, second down 10. Empty set for Jarrett Stidham. They're crowding the line, so look for a quick pass here. Gets in Bryant in motion up to the left. Drops back to pass. Quick throw, and that's all incomplete. Bad pass to Marvin Mims. It would have been a great play. Unfortunately, Jarrett Stidham just a little bit off target on that one. So third down 10. I think he tried to lead Marvin Mims a little bit too much. Obviously, that's going to be coming with obviously not being on the same page. But he smiles about it. So third down 10. Shotgun formation. Going to have Sutton coming in motion up to the left. Running back to his left. Drops back a pass and has got time. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be caught. Marvin Mims down to the 6-yard line. First and goal for Denver. Great job there by Jarrett Stidham. One-on-one, and Gonzalez got burnt by Marvin Mims. He just streaks right by him. I don't know if he thought he was going to have some help by Hawkins. I'm assuming he thought he was going to have inside help, but it's a great throw by Jarrett Stidham all the way down to the 6-yard line. All right, Denver. Let's go. Also, those are big old puffy jackets. That's a big old puffy jackets. All right, so from the 7-yard line, don't know why we're having the timeout. Did Denver take a timeout? Denver, what are you doing? What? Wait, hold a second. Why in the world are you calling? Oh, is it because Marvin Mims got hurt or something? I don't know. Reason why they call a timeout. Hello there, Dobie. How you doing? But yeah, no, Marvin Mims just blazes past Christian Gonzalez. Like, I mean, he's I can't remember what Marvin Mims had. I think like 4.2, 4.9, 4.2, 4.9, 4.2, 4.3 speed. But like I said, he just blazed right past him. I don't know why they call a timeout. But okay, 11:06 left to go in the first. Goes to Pat Bryant in motion up to the left. Now going to be hands to Pat Bryant, who is going to sauce the defender, sauce another defender, and get actually a yard because Kayvon Chason kind of like pushed him forward. But interesting play there, Sean Payton. I would not have done that. I know, hey, absolutely, it was a what a shot. Like I said, I'm glad they're not being conservative with Jarrett Stidham. Like initially they were, and I was like, I understand like you don't want to have any turnovers because that's been a huge play for the Patriots this playoffs. But I'm glad it's under center. Looks like R.J. Harvey in the backfield. Fullback in motion. Going to be a rollout. Jefferson throws to the end zone, and Cortland Sutton with a touchdown. And the Broncos take the early lead, 10-19. Let's go to the first quarter. Broncos strike first, 6-0. Let's freaking go. I technically picked against who I wanted to win. I want the Broncos to win, but I had to pick the Patriots because, like I said, I had to go against the number one guy and pick him, just try to get back up there. But I want Jarrett Stidham to go to the Super Bowl. As a former Auburn QB, I want him to go. Great kick. Kick is up and good. It is 7-0. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's go, man. Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched. I want it to be a good game. I know tonight's game is probably a great game as well. Like I said, I think I really do think that a lot of people were just absolutely just crapping all over the Broncos. And I'm like, I get being mad the Patriots have had a quote-unquote easy pathway. I don't think it's been easy. Like I said, obviously you're going against two of the best defenses in the wild card of the divisional round. It's just the fact that the offenses were awful, but it's not an easy pathway. So, again, I get that kind of hatred, and they're like, oh, well, obviously Bo Nix is get hurt, so the Broncos they're done. I was like, no, because one, it is a hostile environment that Drake May's going to be in. It's going to be a great defense he has to go against again. That he hasn't played the best. Like I said, he's made moments, and I gave him credit in the pregame. Is that Drake May's had moments this season, especially in the playoffs as well, of making plays in the second half that kind of lead them to win, but they've survived off a really bad quarterback play against for their opponent. So if Jarrett Stidham can just be solid, and so far he's been solid, he can just be solid, no turnovers, I like the Broncos. So again, it could happen. I hope it's a great game for Broncos for Zoe. Exactly. I said let's have another one of our fans. Have some hope. Zoe. I said it's been since 2015. Well, 2016 playoffs, but you know how it is. 2015 season. So hopefully Denver can make it in. If it's Denver versus Seattle, that would be interesting, obviously, because like I said, it'll be the rematch of 2013. But the more and more I think about it, I was like, I don't really want to have a rematch. I want to have something new. So I really am hoping. I'm hoping that it's going to be Broncos Rams. Also, it would be kind of funny if it's Broncos Rams because I don't know if you've seen, but there's been the clips that's been spread around about Ozymandias and when he did his thing with the Rams and how it was Broncos Rams in the Super Bowl. I think Broncos lost to the Rams 23-14 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the thing was, but that would be kind of funny if that's if it shows oh, he knew, and I was well, it's just two of the best teams in the NFL at that time. So, but that would be funny if it is Broncos Rams because like I said, it was something new. That's what we want. We don't want the same as anything going over again. Even though it's two totally different teams, and there's not a lot of people in those teams from the previous time they played. So, but it would be funny if you got Matthew Stafford going against this really good Broncos defense, Jarrett Stidham going against at times can be suspect Rams defense. They haven't been as good as they have been in weeks past. They've been kind of going on a little bit of a downturn. Well, last week they actually did pretty good, but before that they've been kind of going a little bit of a downturn. So, hello there, Zoe. How you doing? I know you're enjoying it right now. Right now we are up 7-0. They're showing the Patriots they come back this season 8-0 on the road this season, tied best all time. But the Patriots are also 0-4 in Denver in the playoffs. So we'll quick little note there as well. So from the 33-yard line, shock information, running back to his left, tight end to his right, drops back a pass, and Drake May's got time throws and a little dump off, tagged by Alex Singleton up to about the 39-yard line. That's Stephon Diggs. So gain 6 yards there, second down and 4. I do like so far what I'm seeing is that the Patriots are moving Stephon Diggs a lot. Like I said, on that third down, they moved Stephon Diggs over to Riley Moss's side, trying to make a little bit of a mismatch. So I do like seeing that from the Patriots for sure. So, actually, second down 6. Oh, I was wrong on that. Sorry about that. 940, going to be a handoff to Stevenson off to the right side, who's going to get really close, to be just short. Greenlaw with the tackle. Great job by him. Third down and 1 from the 42-yard line. Emmanuel, how you doing? How you doing? So, y'all, hope y'all are doing well. Go Broncos, because I F them Pats, exactly. Hope I don't jinx anything. Missed the first touchdown of the game, unfortunately. Oh, man. It was a great one. Like I said, it was a great shot by Marvin Mims. I'm glad that Sean Payton's not being very, very conservative. I like that he's taking some shots. So, let's see what here. Third down and 1. Very low to the right. Going to be a handoff. And the Stevenson's going to, I think he just barely got it. Yeah, he did. Dang it. So, first down 10 for the Patriots. Great attempt, though. By the Broncos trying to get that stop on third down and 1. But, I mean, it was super duper overloaded to the right. I mean, you had Tonga. Was it Tonga? I think it was Tonga. Like, him on Singleton, that's a little bit of a mismatch. Putting a defensive lineman on our linebacker. All right, so trips to the left, running back to his left, and shotgun formation from the 43-yard line. First down 10, 8:24 left to go in the first. They got to hurry up. And going to be a quick screen pass to Steve. Oh, great gang tackle. Oh, my gosh, great job there. First on the scene, I can't tell who was first on the scene initially. Was it McLaughlin? Let's freaking go. McLaughlin first on the scene. Unfortunately, it doesn't wrap up, but he does cause Stephon Diggs to go back 2 yards. And then gang tackle by your defense, Singleton, and also I think it was Malcolm Roach was over there as well. It's been like a 2-yard loss, second down 12. Let's freaking go, dude. 7:45 going the first, second down 12. Obviously, Broncos up 7-0. Drake May going to be in shotgun formation. Stevenson to his right. Got to hurry up, though. 3, 2, 1. Got to snap off. Bringing 4. Takes a deep shot. 1-on-1. And great job there by Patrick Surtain on Booty. He was covering up that booty. We're not going to get it to him. Great job there by Surtain. Emmanuel. Oh, well. Here's to hoping a better Broncos touchdown happens while I'm watching. There you go. I do like this matchup. Surtain versus Booty. I'm pretty sure, like, they matched up well against, it was LSU, Alabama. Let's see, this would have been, I think Booty was there in 2020, 2021. So, yeah, so 2020 would have been Surtain versus Booty. I think they did match up well in college, because that was when you had Terrace Marshall Jr. was out that game. Jamar Chase was already out that season. So, yeah. Oh, almost was a perfect sack, but also great tackle there by who's 26? Is that Key? Yeah, it is Key. Look at there. Key with a great tackle, only a 3-yard gain on third down and 12. Great job there by Denver rallying up. Like I said, Nick Bonito almost absolutely just killed Drake May though, because I don't know if it was supposed to be a cut block by Will Campbell. He did not do a great job on that one. And Nick Bonito almost literally killed Drake May. But he saw that he wasn't going to get there enough time, so he kind of didn't absolutely blast him. So punt is underway, and that does not seem like it's a great one. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's not a great punt. All the way down to like the 22-yard line. So still good for this field position for Denver. And Marvin Mims and the Patriots defender are just like, hey, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, well, absolutely. Maybe they're former teammates. I have no idea who it is. It's like I don't know what the guy's name. It's like 41 or 47 for the Patriots, but he just like tapped Marvin Mims in the helmet, just like they're just talking. I'm like, okay, interesting. Yeah. So hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, Pepsi apparently. I think Pepsi's doing a F Coke commercial for Super Bowl, or that's what they're showing right now. It looks like it was supposed to be like a taste test for the polar bear, and they're like, "You'll find out February 8th." I don't know. I guess they're going to be like going against Coke, which obviously they are. I honestly, yes. Okay, I would prefer if Coke and Pepsi actually made good commercials dogging on each other. Like, I don't know what it was. This has been like a couple of years ago, but like I saw a commercial where I can't remember if it was Pepsi again. I can't remember if the Pepsi was the hero or Coke was the hero, but like it was a can who was trying to save. It's an entertaining commercial. It's much better than Coke showing AI. So again, I don't know. I'm just showing that, but uh, I want good commercials. I want captivating commercials instead of real AI. Holidays are coming. Like don't do that. Do something different. But I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I am, like I said before. This will be the last stream, obviously, of this. Well, it'll be technically the last stream of the season because, like I said, I won't stream the Super Bowl, but I am doing 3 streams before the draft, which I'll do. Um, I'll talk with Luke. Maybe we might be able to do the stream together. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll figure that out. Maybe, maybe not. Like we've done in the years past. But I will be doing 3 streams after the season ends, and all of them being mock drafts. So I'm doing after the season ends, my initial thoughts on what we were going to do in the draft. Then after after the initial wave of free agent moves, so like the first week, I'll do a live stream of since like there's been more moves, like who I think is going to change, and then I'll do like a mock draft, like either like a couple days before or a week before the draft, and those are my 3 mock drafts. So I don't think you should do like a whole bunch of different mock drafts. So from the 23-yard line, under center, overload to the right, going to be a handoff to R.J. Harvey, who's going to make one miss and get us about the 28, the 30-yard line, down to the 32. Great push by the offensive line, but also a great move by R.J. Harvey, making up the room, and it's going to be about second down and 1 or 2. Senior League Broncos. Sorry, just got off the phone with a customer. Oh, no problem at all there, Dobie. Probably won't be super active in the chat. I'm at work, but that does mean I get to see the game. Very good. Get to cheer them on as well. Let's go Broncos. So second down and 1, 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They're showing the weather app. Shotgun formation. Looks like McLaughlin to his right. Drops back a pass and rolls up to his right. Got time. Going to dump it off, and that's going to be a first down to Pat Bryant. Gain about 3 yards there. First down to 5:43. Let's go first. I do like seeing Pat Bryant back because he has been good for the Broncos this season. Like replacing that Bailey role. So like you have Sutton, you have Pat Bryant, you have Marvin Mims. That's a pretty decent, different kind of wide receivers. I mean, Sutton, you can say Sutton and Pat Bryant are kind of similar, but still in the same exact way. So you're just hoping that Evan Ingram can actually be impactful. Would be nice. So shotgun formation from the 34-yard line. Going to send number 81 to motion. Going to be a keeper. There goes Jerry Stidham to the 40 and slides over the 42-yard line. Gain of 8 yards. Second down 2. Jerry Stidham does have a little bit of legs as well. He has shown. He showed it at Auburn, and now he's showing it right now. Dobie, well, I hope you have a great day at work today, Zoe. Let's go Broncos. Exactly. Let's have technically an upset. Because even though I don't think it should be an upset, but it is going to be an upset to some. So, second down 2. Let's see here. Jarrett Stidham under center. Going to be an I formation. Looks like R.J. Harvey in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to R.J. Harvey, who is going to... don't think he got it. I think he got really close, but I don't think he got the first down. Depends on the spot. It might be 3rd and inches. No, they get first down 10. Okay, first down 10 for the Broncos. Like I said, it was really close. $3.50 left to go in the first quarter. Jarrett Stidham under center. R.J. Harvey in the backfield. Going to send Marvin Mims in motion to the left. Going to be a handoff. R.J. Harvey makes one miss and gets maybe, I'll give him about a yard. Second down 9. New England brought a blitz, and unfortunately, the blitzer was going straight for Jared Stidham. Didn't even see R.J. Harvey, so it could have been a big loss. But I said R.J. Harvey's able to get at least a yard, so second down 9. And we have an injury on the field for the Patriots. Can't tell who it is. Oh, it's Robert Spillane. Oh, that's not good. The middle linebacker for Patriots has his helmet off too. So it's 3:14 left in the first quarter. Second down 9. Going to go to commercial break. Well, so far, like I said, we're like a commercial break, but I do like that Patriots are moving Stephon Diggs. I already mentioned that before. Trying to get him best situation. Like I said, try to get him matched up on Riley Moss, because even though I like Riley Moss, Stephon Diggs can probably cook him. Um, Even though Stephon Diggs is a little bit older, he still has, like I said, still has great route run ability. And as far as Denver does, they're still not shying away from trying to run the ball. I like the fact they did that little read option to show us Jared still has legs, because if you're able to kind of halt that defensive lineman, that gives R.J. Harvey another person to deal with. So excited to see if that kind of continues on as the game goes on. They're just draining the clock. I mean, they're taking a snap at like 2 seconds. They are draining the clock, not giving New England any kind of time. You're also, because of that, you're staying on the field for a very long time. This is high altitude that New England's not used to. So if you're able to have a long sustained drive, this is going to work out really well in your favor, especially in the fourth quarter, because if you get that defense gassed, like I said, and you can just, if you're able to pound the rock, which so far you weren't able to do the first drive, but the second drive you were, and then also this drive you've been able to do as well. This is a recipe for success for Denver. So I'm loving seeing that. I want to see, as the game continues, Surtain versus Booty. That's going to be a very big matchup. And if Riley Moss or McLaughlin, not McLaughlin, no, it's McLaughlin, right? Nickel corner. Yes. Like I said, if they're able to match up well with Stephon Diggs, so I think that's gonna be a difference in this game, because like you already know that they're gonna try to get the ball out pretty quickly from Drake May, so he's not gonna get so much pressure. Because like I said, Patriots offensive line is not gonna be able to hold it well against this defensive line. This is the best sacking defensive line, and you've already seen against the Chargers and against the Texans that it's been big. So Sean Robert Spillane going into medical tent. So Gibbons coming in. Gibbons has done well and at times for the Patriots, especially rotating in. So second down 9 for the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Going to have R.J. Harvey to his left. And going to be a handoff to R.J. Harvey. He's going to try the right side, and great tackle there by, is that Woodson? Yes, it is. The rookie Woodson out of Cal. Great tackle there. Third down 9 for the 45-yard line. McMillan's. Yes, sorry, McMillan, not McLaughlin. McLaughlin's the running back. McMillan is the corner. Sorry about that, Zoe. Yes. So from the 45-yard line, looks like the Patriots are going to blitz. Drops back a pass, bringing 6. And Stidham is going to throw across the middle. Oh, almost caught. Great job there by Christian Gonzalez, knocking the ball away from Courtland Sutton. Decent pass for Jared Stidham while he's getting under pressure, and it's going to be 4th and 9. Sutton wasn't ready for it. That's what it was. It was a little bit behind him. It was down here. So I see he was under pressure. So I said a great blitz there, bringing 6, bringing the pressure. Sutton wasn't quite ready for it. It was behind him. But 4th and 9, 7-0. 2:28 left to go in the first quarter. Got to put this ball away. And it is a booming punt. Going to be, dang it. It's going to go in the back of the end zone. So 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be first down 10 for the 20-yard line for New England. So see the Denver defense can once again clamp down on this New England Patriots offense. Yes, Stidham did go to Auburn. So Stidham like I said, the whole entire thing talking about with him being ranked higher than Kyler Murray and Joe Burrow and all that kind of stuff. So Stidham was considered one of the best quarterbacks in like Texas history, like high school history. He won like a whole bunch of state championships. Went to Baylor, but then Baylor had their whole entire situation, which I won't go into, but like basically just like find the head coach, all the sexual abuse kind of stuff. He transfers to Auburn to leave because he had a great freshman year where he came in for 4 games, threw for like a whole bunch of yards. Came into Auburn 2017, 2018. 2017 leads us to the SEC Championship game. 2018 not a great season, but also didn't have much talent he did around him. And then in 2019, Bo Nix comes in. So Jarrett Stidham, he goes off to the NFL, gets drafted in 2019, and then Jarrett Stidham, when he leaves, Bo Nix replaces Jarrett Stidham. So that's kind of the story. But yeah, like a transition from one to another. Dowie dodged one bullet. Green Bay hires Rich Gannon to be their DC. Not Rich Gannon, it's the other Gannon. Not Rich Gannon. I was hearing Rich Gannon. I was like, huh? Second down for Jonathan Gannon. Going to be a rollout for Drake May, who's going to get sacked. Great job there by, is that Harrison? I think it is. And Drake May got sacked back at like the 14-yard line. That's going to be a huge loss. Huge loss. Oh, Robinson. Sorry, not Harrison. My bad. Robinson, number 51, off the edge. Like I said, they had tied in. It was like the dump off, and he just got there very, very quick. That's great pursuit. Great pursuit. But Al Harris still interviewed for Washington, D.C.'s opening. Oh, okay. I mean, I think didn't Al Harris also work with Dan Quinn at the Cowboys, if I remember correctly? Drop back the pass, and Drake May's going to just dump it off, and it'll be well short of Stevenson. Not a great pass, but Drake May, 4th and 15. Easy 3 and out. 1-2 left to go in the first quarter. So, anemic offense so far for the Patriots. Your defense is going to have to get a turnover at this point. That's, like I said, got to jumpstart you at this point. Because right now it's not the best. So, punt once again. And got off cleanly. Should be a great return to the 43. Immediately tackled. Again, great job there for number 41. He's been down there. A great gunner for the Patriots. Schooler. Great tackle there. So it'll be a first down for the 43-yard line. So once again, great field position for Denver. Hopefully get something done with 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. But yes, Jonathan Gannon, not Rich Gannon. I was like, Rich Gannon. I was like, oh, you mean Jonathan Gannon. Still, Gannon. But I don't know how to feel about – there's been a lot of moves. I'm sure we're going to talk about it in just a second. But there has been some moves, Philly. Like, obviously, like I said, led them to the Super Bowl. Had great weapons as well, like as a specialist, with a pass rush. So I'll be excited to see how he does with Micah Parsons and whatnot. But there were times in that Eagles Super Bowl run where you saw where that defense was eventually going to be their downfall, and it ultimately was, especially like I said against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying they could have definitely gotten somebody better. I think Gannon will be all right, but I'm a little concerned because I would have wanted maybe either a more unproven commodity and maybe he works out, than getting a guy who I think is solid, but you're trying to win a Super Bowl. Are you looking for more so solid, or are you looking for either a surer thing with a more veteran play caller, or are you looking for hey, let's throw it at the wind and be like, hey, this guy he comes highly recommended. He's going to put us in the best situation. And he could be the next big thing, and you can have him for the next couple of years. John, again, you probably have the next couple of years too. So I don't think he's going to get a head coaching job anytime soon because of how the Cardinals went. But still, he did. Selfishly, I hope he comes back to the Bears. Our corners really made a huge leap under Harris. Yes, under Al Harris. That's right. And then, Emmanuel, what are your thoughts on the head coaching hires lately, i.e. Steelers, Titans, Ravens, Miami? All right. So, start with the Steelers. So, in the group chat that I have with, some people for fantasy, I was like, how funny would it be if like Pittsburgh actually did hire like Mike McCarthy? Like, it's reasonable that they could because if they're going to try to go an offensive guy, but it'd be like something that they haven't done at all. But it's always a Pittsburgh guy. He's going to be like, bring Pittsburgh back. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen, and then it did happen, which is fascinating. And I'll talk about it more in a second. So right now, the Denver Broncos are first down 10. So I'll talk about it more in a second, especially like when at the end of this first quarter. From the 43-yard line, under center going to be a handoff. That's going to be McLaughlin, who's going to get up to about the 45, down to the 47. So a great run there. Is that about 5 yards? Yeah, about 5 yards. Second down 5. No, I was pretty wrong. Second down 7. Okay, so I guess they stopped him shorter because that was definitely not 3 yards. I thought it was either 4 or 5, but okay. All right. Second down 7. Probably more play before we go into the end of the first. Let's incomplete pass. All right, Jerison going to be in shotgun formation. McLaughlin to his right. Sent Evan Ingram in motion. Drops back to pass. Quick pass to Evan Ingram, who's up to 50, and he didn't get the first down. It's going to be really close. 8 seconds, 7 seconds to be in the first, and it will be first down 10. All right, very good. So, going back to where I was talking about before. I don't necessarily hate the pick of Mike McCarthy's Steelers. I understand why Steelers fans hates it. Mainly because, like I said, they're feeling they're going to be in the same exact, constant of like not being able to like get back to the Super Bowl, which I can understand. But you need better offense. Mike McCarthy has shown to have better offenses. I mean, we use that the Cowboys like they were constantly like being one of the top offenses. Now, does this mean that Aaron Rodgers stays? I don't know. Obviously, that's been the conversation. Or, will the Steelers take a quarterback? Or are they going to be like, hey, let's have Will Howard be in a year in the system, backing up, whether it be Aaron Rodgers or somebody else? I don't know. I think that, obviously, I don't mind going with the older guy. You want to the Steelers obviously have shown they don't want to have a rebuild. They want to have a reload, if anything. So it makes sense them taking Mike McCarthy. So I think it's the wrong play. In the end, probably so, because I said I don't think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy. But if you're looking for the mindset of the Steelers owner, it makes perfect sense why they did so. You get a guy who's confirmed to be a good head coach, too great sometimes. You're going to consistently be competing for the playoffs. Compared to the other coaches, you have a more proven guy with Mike McCarthy than really even Zach Taylor, because even though Zach Taylor has been to the Super Bowl, And then I think Justin Minter could be a great head coach, but it's still up to be determined. And then who knows with the Browns? So again, I understand from the Steelers mindset of like just win the division, and then when we make it to the playoffs, anything can happen. Now, Titans, I'm fascinated with, and I'm really waiting to get my whole view on it until we see who the offensive coordinator is, because that's the biggest thing. But having Robert Saleh there in Nashville, with the fact that you have already D'Amico Ryans, who's also a former 49ers defensive coordinator, it's kind of funny that the back-to-back defensive coordinators take it over. But you already got Simmons. You already got Swift. That's a great interior for your defense to stop the run. If you can hit your first-round pick, who I think there might be some people who might say an offensive weapon. I think it could be. I think it could be a possibility to get Cornell Tate, or it could be an edge rusher to basically just kind of fill that defensive line. There's a possibility if you have a solid defense with Robert Saleh, which was the case with the Jets. If you can just get Cam Ward to be like kind of bring them together, but don't get rid of everything that makes Cam Ward as great as he is, with some better weapons, Tennessee could compete this season. Like, it just depends. Like I said, they don't have that hard of a schedule. Going to be a dump off to McMillan, who is going to get McLaughlin. He's going to get about a yard or two. Yeah, give him a yard. Second down 9. So I do like the Titans. I'll talk about the other two in a second. That's the I haven't talked about the Ravens or Miami just yet. I'll talk about them in a second. Dobie, he already said that. Steelers, the standard is the standard. Now from 9-8 Super Bowl to 8-9 Super Bowl. 8-9. I think they'll be they'll be 11-6. They'll be 11-6, but then they'll be like maybe they make it to the actual division run. Maybe they win a playoff game. Who knows? All right, so from the 46-yard line, shotgun formation, and RJ Harvey to his right, drops back to pass, and is going to throw. Let's be a quick little check down to the court side up to the 40-yard line, so gain of 6 yards there. Third down and about 2 or 3. Great job. Great coverage there by Gonzalez, but like I said, nice little dump off to court side. So third down 3, 14 minutes left to go second quarter. Let's see here. Do they go for it? I don't think they would. Like I said, like if you don't make it here, do you go for it? If it's like 4th and 2, 4th and 1? I don't think you do. So shotgun formation. Looks like fullback to his right. From the 40-yard line. Patriots only bring 4. Dropping the pass and throws to the left side. Great job there by Little Jordan Humphrey. Gets the first down. Gain of about 4. First down 10 for the Broncos. 13-23 left to go in the second quarter. Good job. Good job. I got news when Tree put his video yesterday. A little hard for me to consider this team anything else than 8-9 to give it his reaction. I'm just wondering how that quarterback situation is going to go. Like, how long is Mike McCarthy going to actually stay? How long is he going to have to develop a quarterback? I have no idea. From the 35-yard line, going to be 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a draw. That's the weirdest looking draw I've ever seen in my life, but it works for about 9 yards. Great job there by RJ Harvey. Literally, it's drop back and then turn all the way around and hand it off. I have never seen a draw like that. That's a weird looking draw. Like I said, it works. I guess the timing of it worked, but goodness gracious. It has to be a bridge. I agree with that, W. Maybe that might be like a head coaching and waiting. Maybe I guess like their thought process is like maybe they can have like an apprentice like a Kellen Moore. That's a false start. How is that not a false start? What? Okay. All right, refs. Dude. The whole entire right side moved before the snap even happened. Like they got out of their stance. It's first down 2 for Denver either way. I don't know that should have been a false start, but okay. All right. But yeah, no. Hopefully they're gonna have like somebody in waiting. I mean, they might like see like, hey, Kellen Moore looks like he could have worked out in the Saints. Maybe have like another guy like waiting in the wings, but who knows? Over to the right, going to be I formation. Hand off to RJ Harvey, who is going to get about 2 or 3, depends on the spot. That was about 3, so second down 7. Do you think the Steelers can bottom out with him? No. Unless, like, if Aaron Rodgers stays and he gets hurt, and then we have to deal with, like, Will Howard and he's just not good, then I can see the Steelers bottoming out. But I don't think, like, the offense, even with who they have, I think they will still do well with Mike McCarthy as head coach. So the lowest I think they could possibly be is 6-11. I think that's the lowest I think the Steelers could be. But I don't think they're going to be bottoming out with Mike McCarthy. Drop back to pass. Rolls out to his left. He's going to scramble, and Stidham is going to pick up about 2. So it's still decent. So it'll be third down about 6 from the 19-yard line. 10:45 to go in the second quarter. Everyone's kind of blanketed there. But, I mean, center guy was getting obliterated by, I think it was Milton Williams getting the pressure. All right, third down 6 from the 19-yard line. Let's see what they got here. Looks like running back to his right. Got to hurry up. 2, 1, drop back and pass. Bringing a blitz. Rolls up to his right. Stidham is going to try to get the edge. And he gets up to about he got just short. Just short of the first down marker. 4th and 1. Great job there by City, though. Almost got it. Like I said, I think they're going to kick a field goal. I mean, they could go for it, but, like, would you rather be up by 2 scores? I think you would. Yeah, he's short. Man. I do like that he's smiling. He's having a great time. Oh, they're going for it? I don't hate I understand going for it as a 4th and 1. You're hoping that, hey, I got this great offensive line. I should get this first down and be able to drain some more clock. But if you kick a field goal, then you're automatically up by 2 scores. So I understand if I'm going for it. Let's see here. Where was that? Oh, yeah, Adobe. I think the best shot for Brian Flores to have gotten a job anywhere head coaching would have been the Pittsburgh Steelers. I agree as well. And I kind of thought they were going to hire McCarthy after the Vikings agreed with Flores on a contract extension. I think, like, for Flores, like, the remaining jobs, I mean, you definitely don't want the Browns job because the Browns, how their hiring process is, I'm like, what are you doing? Raiders are an interesting spot, like that's been talked about as well. Um, Bills, I don't think that they would hire. I don't think they would hire Brian Flores. They've already pretty much looked like who they know who they're going to hire. But yeah, I'm not mind Brian Flores going to be another system in the Vikings. Oh my gosh, is that a pick? Yes, it is. No, it's incomplete. All right, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's down on the ground anyway, so it was 4th and 1. They went for it, roll out to the right, and I'm sorry to commented on it, but it was an incomplete pass. Again, that's the one thing I don't. I would have rathered you taking the field goal. I would have rather taken the field goal. So it's gonna be turnover on downs, not a pick, but like I said, this is going to be a close defensive kind of game, so this could very much be like a decision, especially later in the game. Like, oh man, I wish I had taken that field goal, but it's still fun. Going back to before, like I said, our Mitch talked about the Titans getting Rob Sala, talked about Steelers getting Mike McCarthy. So Ravens and who's the other one I haven't talked about? It was Ravens and who else was it that I didn't talk about? Oh, Ravens in Miami. All right, so go Ravens. I predicted that. I think it was just this past stream. I was talking about the fact that I thought Justin Miller had a good shot because I know that a lot of people were saying that they didn't want to get the guy the same as that kind of guy with John Harbaugh. You technically did. You technically got the guy who worked under John Harbaugh, but also worked under Mike McDonald, and you've seen how great he's been doing at Seattle. There was a whole lot of Ravens fans who wanted Mike McDonald to be the head coach, like 2 or so years ago. So you got a guy who's been in your system, who knows the way this is supposed to be handled at the Ravens. So, like I say, he already understands the culture, already understands how things work. Very great defensive line. I mean, like I said, the fact that you have the Chargers, who have been top 3 the last 2 years. When he was at Michigan, also had great defense as well. So you have a young guy who's going to be a great defensive guy, where you're getting back starters, hopefully. Like, obviously, Matt DK depends on the next situation. There's some other injuries as well, but you should still have a great defense. So let's just say the Ravens, with Jesse Miller, top 10 defense should be, especially with the talent they have, should be a top 10 defense. If you have a top 10 defense with Lamar Jackson, how healthy is Lamar Jackson going to be? That's also up for debate as well. As seasons have kind of gone on, he's had different seasons where he's been hurt every now and then. So how healthy he's going to be very determined for the season. But if you have as dangerous as a quarterback as Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry still being effective, an offense that has still shown to be explosive with a very top 10 defense, that's going to be the recipe for success in the AFC, and I think that's going to be great for the Ravens. I'll talk about the Miami Dolphins just a second. First down 10, Drake May is going to almost get sacked, runs out of it, and then gets sacked by Malcolm. Is that Malcolm Roach? No, it's going to be Jones. Hey, great job there by Jones and Malcolm Roach as well. But Jonathan Cooper initially gets there. No one's open. Drake May just gets sacked, be about a 3-yard loss. Second down 12. Great job there by Jonathan Cooper. He beats Morgan Moses. And then I think, just say, who was the second one who got there? Yeah, technically Jones was the second one to get there. Second down 13, 8:45. Let's go second quarter. Drake May going to be in here. Shotgun formation, dropping the pass, is getting pressure, steps in the pocket, throws deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Great job there by Hufanga. Almost got Pop Douglas up to about the 38-yard line, but Hufanga knocks it away out of his hands. It would have been a difficult catch, but he had almost got there. That would have been an amazing catch if he would have gotten it. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 for the New England Patriots deep in their own territory. 8:36 to go second, still 7-0. See here. Shotgun formation. Stevenson to his left. Dropping a pass, only rushing 4. And getting pressure, throws across the middle, and caught up to the 31-yard line. And that's going to be Mac Hollins. Great job there by New England converting. I think that was Riley Moss in the coverage. Let's see here. Yeah, Riley Moss got burnt. Well, not really even burnt, but Mac Hollins almost dropped that too, which is, yeah. From a 31-yard line, going to be Strong to the left. Going to be a handoff Stevenson, who is going to be met the line and going to get pushing it forward a little bit, going about 2 yards. 2nd down 8. This is a huge drive for New England. Only 7:40 left to go second quarter. Still 7-0. But they showed it right now. It's been like basically 3 and outs. They had that one drive that technically got 6 plays, but like it's basically 3 and outs. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right, tight end to his left. Got some booty in motion up to the left. Going to be matched up against Riley Moss. Drop back to pass. And going to throw across the middle. And that's going to be caught. And that's going to be Patrick Surtain on Stephon Diggs. Gains about 3 or 4 yards there. Might be 3rd down and 4. No, 3rd down and 3. All right. Looks like they're going to have trips here. They're going to, I guess, see 3 wide receivers. Just a reminder that Patriots have 3 timeouts. Broncos only have 1. Dropping the pass, and Drake May is going to step up in the pocket. Is going to get sacked by Zach Allen. Great job there by Zach Allen. Basically got back in the last scrimmage, but then again, technically will be a sack. Zach Allen, like I said, was very crucial for this game. Going to be the interior pressure with Nick Benito off to the side. So 4th down and 3 for the Patriots. Got to punt that ball away. Like I said, they have Jared Allen. Not Jared Allen, sorry. Allen on Jared Wilson, what am I to say? 1-on-1, so he's able to kind of get off that block. 4 drives, 4 punts for the Patriots. Got it off, and it is going to be, well, let's see here. It's unfortunate we're buffering. So going to be a fair caught about the 17-yard line by Marvin Mims. So it'll be 5:50 left to go second quarter, still 7-0. Again, I would have liked if they had kind of gone for the field goal, but still, you're still up by 7-0, so still fine. But would have liked to be up by 2 scores. Now, going back to what I was talking about before, Miami have to talk about their whole entire situation. So they got also a new GM. Like I said, once they had hired the Packers guy, it was pretty much like, okay, kind of figured they're probably going to go with Jeff Hafley, and they ended up doing so. So you got connections for the Packers. I'm trying to remember how long the Packers assistant GM had been there for a while, but he had been there for a while. So I'm going to talk about them separately. But Jeff Hafley's 2 years there at the Packers basically got that defense back to where it needed to be. Obviously, last year when they lost Micah Parsons, that was huge as far as pass rush wasn't there because they had a cornerback problem because the people who were there were not the best. I mean, your best cornerback is Nixon, and he's sometimes can be good, but for the most part, it's kind of mid. You're not getting a lot of help. So, still, both back-to-back years having very solid, great defenses. So I think Jeff Hafley, as far as what he's going to bring for the Miami Dolphins, you need a defensive guy for Miami. And the reason why I'm saying this is because yes, Miami Daniel, I think, gets some crapped on him for something that he probably shouldn't have. But like his whole thing was known as being a finesse team. Something had to do with Chris Greer bringing in the players and not retaining some players that he probably should have. But you're going to have a defensive-minded head coach who's going to want to run the ball. So it'll be very interesting to see how they're going to do with Devon Achane. Who they're going to keep, who they're going to cut. I feel they're probably going to cut Tyreek Hill because of their cap situation. But the reason why I love the GM move is because the one thing that has been constant for the Packers over the years is finding really, really good offensive linemen late in the draft. Obviously, you can talk about like the offensive line situation now, like this year, but like Zach Tom, talk about Jenkins, you talk about Rasheed Walker, you could talk about Josh Nyman, you could talk about all the different offensive linemen like throughout the season, or throughout the years, but it found late in the draft. The Dolphins need desperate help at the offensive line. So it'd be interesting to see like who they bring as offensive line coach. If you're able to rebuild that offensive line, especially like this offseason, I think on both sides of the offensive and defensive line would be the very crucial thing. I will be interested to see what they're going to do in the draft. But it's going to be a little bit of a rebuild. But I think it has potential to actually work out because I like what Jeff Hafley has done for the Green Bay defense and bringing that into the Dolphins, especially with seeing how Jordan Brooks is going to do, because Jordan Brooks had a pretty good season last year. So Jordan Brooks should have a very good season this upcoming year. Hopefully, Kenneth Grant can be that stabilizing factor if he can in the second year. Him and Zyler in the middle should be interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with Bradley Chubb either because he could possibly cut too. So I like the Dolphins move. I like the Dolphins move moving in a different direction. Especially with like a very, very competitive AFC East with the Patriots and the Bills being good. Shotgun formation, we're going to be R.J. Harvey to his left. Second down 5 to that 5-yard run by R.J. Harvey. Quick pass and a little behind Sutton. It's going to be third down to 5:09. Let's go to second quarter. Luke, pass to need to move Campbell to guard. The best version of their O-line has him at guard and a good left tackle. I can agree to that. I wanted to believe Will Campbell could be a left tackle, but he has been, especially against like long-armed defensive linemen, he's been getting wrecked. I mean, you saw that. Will Anderson was like wrecking him last week. So yeah, he's probably had to move inside, but still, he could still be a great All-Pro guard if that too. So shotgun formation. Run back to his right, dropping the pass, and Stidham is going to check down. It's going to be a first down. Great job there, Marvin Mims. Barely got it, but Marvin Jones on the coverage. Marvin versus Marvin. Got the first down, 5-yard gain. First down, 10, 4:55 to go second quarter. Very good job by him coming on the drag. That's very difficult for Marvin Jones. Had to kind of go through a whole lot of crap, but great job there. Yeah, he easily got that first down. Stidham has played pretty well, actually. Like I said, he's been poised in the pocket. Hasn't really tried, scramble out too much. Showing like he's got some legs on him as well. So, first down 10, overload to the right. They're going to be McLaughlin in the backfield. Going to be hand to him to the left side. Got a gaping hole up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 5 yards. Great job there by the offensive line just clearing out a humongous hole for McLaughlin. Second down 5, 4:11. Let's go second quarter. Let's see here. Luke, he's good against average edges, but the elite ones just destroy him. Exactly. So they can get him with his arms. I guess his tiny arms, T-Rex arms didn't matter. Oh, yes, unfortunately. I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to believe in Will Campbell. I think, like I said, technique-wise, he's still good, but it's just you can tell that they're getting to him pretty easily with those, especially like those speed to power moves. Just using straight arms. After McLaughlin is going to get up to about the 34-yard line, gain about 2 yards there. Third down 3. 3:35 go second quarter, still 7-0. So Chason, they're showing right now, I'm sure they're talking about him too. Chason has actually done a pretty daggum good job for the Patriots this season. I'm very surprised by that because he was terrible for the Panthers. Terrible for the Panthers. Initially drafted by the Jaguars, he was one of the 3 first-round picks by the Jaguars that the Panthers try to we can make it work, and it did not work at all. So shotgun formation going to be a man formation. It looks like Patriots going to be a man. Might be burning blitz. McLaughlin to his right. Dropping the pass to bring the blitz off the right side, and Stidham is going to just throw that away. They're saying it's a fumble and a touchdown for the Patriots. Is it a fumble or is it a throw and pass? I think it was a pass. I think it was a pass. I think it's be intentional grounding, but I think it's still a pass. Stidham saying like, "Hey, there was a running back right there." So I don't know. It's a flag, so I'm assuming it's intentional grounding. So I think it's going to be a pass, but like I don't like different Stidham. Don't do that. That's the thing you don't need to do. How about that? You don't need to do that. So 2:50 left to go, second quarter. Intentional grounding up. I mean, it's gonna be fourth down either way. Either way. So it is intentional grounding. Like I said, the running back was there. So again, I can see where the Broncos are coming from. They're like, hey, that like he like number 28 was right there. But yeah, it's a pass. He flicked it. He flicked it like that. He flicked it like that. Yeah, it's a pass. It's a pass. Let's see here. Manuel, I remember that even during the Falcons Pack game, JPJ worked him, had a sack at a TFL, and a fumble recovery on him. Yeah. Are they gonna challenge it? I don't know if he's gonna challenge it or not. Mike Vrabel, I wouldn't challenge. I wouldn't challenge it, Mike Vrabel. I wouldn't challenge it. I think he's just hoping they just do a review. I think he's mad. Okay, I'm reading his lips. I think Mike Vrabel's upset because like they didn't blow the whistle, but I think it's because like just in case it was a pass, and so that's the reason why they try to run and try to get a touchdown. So again, I think that's the reason why he's upset. Like nobody's really doing it. It's definitely like he definitely passes it out like that. So it's definitely a pass. Or I would say I don't like the fact that Jarrett Stidham did that. Just take the sack at that point. But it's definitely a pass in my opinion. Again, them going for it on fourth and one instead of taking the field goal. I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite them. Let's see here. Emmanuel. Bitchmore Brand showed the chase down Campbell had on JPJ's fumble return as a highlight, and that cracked me up. Sure, you said touchdown, but you gave up the sack and well, yeah. I think it's because it's like oh, you showing like you like how much you care about football. Like everyone want to talk about like after you got drafted by the Patriots, like I'm gonna die for him, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but yeah. Okay, so they are called a fumble now. Okay, so now they reversed it. I don't know why they didn't talk about it before, but gonna be a catch by Kayshawn Booty. Gonna be gain about 6 yards there. Second down and 4. Again, I don't love the fact that they didn't really like talk about it. I thought it was a pass, but like they said it was a fumble. The fact that they returned for a touchdown initially, I don't know why you don't let that be a touchdown then. So again, I don't understand why we didn't do that. I don't understand why they didn't let that be a touchdown. Especially the Patriots don't get a touchdown here. This would be huge. So trips to the right. Trips to the left. Right back to his right. Drake May is going to be El Keeper Keeper. Going to be easily touchdown for Drake May, and that's going to be a tie. Well, extra point make it a tie ball game. But again, this is huge. This is huge. I said the key to the game is not have turnovers. And what happens? Turnover, and now it's going to be a tie ball game. Again. This is what the Patriots have been doing in the playoffs so far. Is, like I said, having great defense. So far, it's been a great defense. Drake May making plays when he needs to, every now and then. But, dude, it was 7-0. Then you just basically let him get to like the 11-yard line. Like, kick is up, kick is good. So it is 7-7, 2-10 left to go in the second quarter. But the fact is, they called intentional grounding initially. They didn't even they didn't even have to challenge it. I guess they just reviewed it. But like, what I'm trying to figure out is this: it literally looks like a pass. So I don't know how in the world that was all of a sudden a fumble, but okay. All right. So it is 7-7. Again, could have been 10-7, but did not uh, did not kick a field goal. All right. Let me think here. Obviously for Denver, you still feel good because like your defense has still been solid, been great actually. Um, did give that touchdown, but like I said, they got put in a bad situation. Before then, it's been punt after punt after punt after punt, punt. So you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, but that turnover puts you in a bad situation. So now you just like I said, you got like about 2 minutes left. You only have one timeout, so you got like probably one more play before the 2 minute warning since you have the return you have to do. Can you get at least in a field goal range? Because you start off the ball. If it's tied at halftime and the Patriots are going to get the ball started in the second half, that's not great. And your defense still been doing a great job, but like that's not great. So I was love what you're doing initially, but like I said, that turnover and also not kicking a field goal is coming back to bite you right now. It's coming back to bite you right now. So hopefully you clean back in the second half too. Because so far you were doing good, and then all in a blink of an eye, now it's like, oh, now it's tied. And I did say it was going to be a defensive game, so again, it is going the way that I thought it was going to. I did technically pick the Patriots to win because, like I said, the person who's in the league of the Pickers picked the Broncos. I want the Broncos to win, but I did pick the Patriots. So I said it would be below 40, and I think I said like 20-17 was my score prediction. So it could still happen. It could very well still happen. It's only 7-7, about to go in halftime. So it's been a good defensive game. That's the thing. Like I don't mind a low scoring game. Like especially when there's been good defensive plays and even like every now and then some good offensive plays. So at least there's that. It's definitely not boring. It's not 10-7 boring. So touchback going to be first down 10. Is Robert crying? Oh, he looked like he was crying for a second. All right. How they showing him? Franchise history, 39 playoff wins underneath his tutelage. Yeah, Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl titles, yada, yada, yada. From 35-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to be running back to his left. Drop back to pass. And is going to Jarrett going to scramble, just throw this one away, and there'll be 2:04 left to go in the second quarter. Second down 10. Kayvon Chasen was getting after him. Just whooped McClinchy. He whooped him. Good Lord. Hopefully he will be crying at the end of the game because the Pats lose. That's pretty good there. I like that one. All right. So, second down 10, 2:04 to go, second quarter. Drop back to pass, rushing 4, throws, dump off to R.J. Harvey. He's going to get the first down. Gain of 11. Great job there, 1-on-1 with Ellis, and that's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. Again, the Broncos have one timeout. It'll be first down 10 for the 46-yard line when we come back. It is 7-7. Very defensive-minded kind of game. And I do like I said, I think this is going to be a defensive-minded game. I think maybe the Seahawks, Rams might be a little more offensive. I'm like I said, I understand what both teams are doing. The offenses, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like that their Broncos are still running the ball. They're actually running decently, which is something kind of surprising. They haven't been very efficient this season, especially without J.K. Dobbins, but they've been able to run the ball somewhat. Jarrett Stidham initially not making dumb decisions, but when he's been pressured, they showed it before. When he's been pressured, he's like 0 for 5 and it has a fumble. Non-pressure, like it's like 8 for 10. And obviously, you have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. So that's gonna be huge for him. If you keep him clean, just kind of dink and dunk down the field, that's fine. Like I said, take up as much time as you possibly can. Try to keep this defense gassed because, like, even though it's tied up, even though it's tied up, even though you have, even though you have, um, shoot, well, I just lost my train of thought. I was talking about them being 7-7. I was talking about the fact that offensive line's really good. Even though you're a backup quarterback, you still can just kind of dink it down the field. You can still like drain the clock and keep his defense tired. That in the fourth quarter, that hopefully you can just kind of grind it out. All you need to do is win. It does not have to be flashy, and I don't think that's what they're hoping for. Just get somehow, some way, win the game. Have about 2 weeks prep to go against whether it be the Seahawks or the Rams, and then have a storybook ending potentially. Like I said, your definitely backs are against the wall. Because, like I said, you don't have your starter. We're like a backup quarterback. He's played decently. Like I said, obviously that fumble is a bad decision by him. But he said he does have that touchdown throw. He does have that good throw to Marvin Mims. And you've been able to dink it down the field. Just continue to do that. Just continue to do that, and you're fine. Because your defense has been playing really, really good. So don't go away from the playbook just yet, is what I want to say. From the 45-yard line, first down 10. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Gonna say Cortland Sutton in the motion to the right. Looks like Patriots could be blitzing. And they are bringing 6. And throw across the middle and over the head of Little Joe Humphrey. Almost picked off by, I think it was, is that Woodson? I can't tell if it was Woodson or if it was other safety. Could have been Woodson or Hawkins. It was 20-something. I could say it was 21 or 23. But it brought 6. It was a great pickup, by the way, by the Broncos. But Stidham missed that one. Second down 10. All right. Stidham going to be empty set, bunch to the right, drops back a pass, only rushing 4. And he's going to get sacked back to the 30-yard line by Christian Barmore. And that's going to bring up third down and about 9. No, not 9. Sorry, 18. I was about to say 9. Loss of 9. Sorry about that. Third down, 18. He just whooped. Is that Minor City whooped? Yep. No, it's Ben Powers. No, it's Miners. Miners, he just whooped. He just swam right past him. Just swam right past him, dude. Third down, 18. Page did call timeout, so they have 2 timeouts left. It is 1:50 remaining in the second quarter. Empty formation. Drop back a pass. And he's got time. Going to dump it off to Evan Ingram, who's going to get to the 45. Cuts back inside to the 49-yard line. It'll still be fourth down and 6. So 142 let's go in the first half. Patriots call their second timeout. They'll have 1 remaining with 142. Again, not going for that field goal. You'd be up by 3. Well, I mean, assuming you make it, but I mean, it would have been like a 32-yard field goal. So again, you should have made it. It's dumb decision. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. So I did say that I understood them going from a fourth and 1. Didn't love the call, but I did say that I would prefer them to go for a field goal. So hopefully the Broncos can pin them deep though. And punt is going to be underway. Gets it off cleanly. Looks like it's going to be fair caught at about the 10-yard line. Great job there by the punt team. First down attempt for the 10, 1:35 left to go second quarter. Again, only one timeout for the Patriots. Let's see here. Zoe, I forgot Jonah Ellis's brother was on the Patriots. Yep, absolutely. Gonna be wild playing your brother's team in the AFC Championship game. Oh, for sure. Like I said, I think there's like, I think there's three Ellises, right? Because there's Ellis on the Patriots, Ellis on the Falcons, and then like I said, Ellis, like I said, on the Broncos. I think there's three Ellises. All right, so second down 5 in that draw. 118, 117, 116. Got to hurry up. Only got one timeout. Drake man shotgun formation. Trips to the left. Drop back to pass. Nick Benito gets pressure. Throws a little dump off. And it's going to be incomplete to Hunter Henry. It's going to be third down 5. 1:03 left to go second quarter. Interesting. All right, well, let's see here. If you're the Broncos, it's like 1 minute left. It's third down 5. If the Patriots throw another complete pass, you could possibly make something out of this. All right, let's see here. Third down 5. From the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation. Does a Hunter Henry motion to the right. Drops back to pass. And quick throw. It's been Hunter Henry, who's going to be dropped short. And a timeout is called by the Denver Broncos. 57 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So Denver will have no timeouts. But, like you said, Zoe, they could possibly get 3 points. They could possibly get 3 points. Like I said, you got Will Lutz and Mile High. Could get a long field goal. So, could for sure. Yes, Caden Ellis on the Falcons. One of the best defenders. I really wanted Jonah Ellis, the 2024 draft. Instead, we took a guy in the third round who hasn't played a snap ever in the NFL. Yeah. That was, who was that in the third round? Shoot. Who was that in the third round you took? I know in the second round you took Rukaroro. In the fourth round you took Brandon Dorless. Who did you take in the third round of the 2024 draft? Going to be returned up to the 45, up to about the 49-yard line. So great return by their Marvin Mims. 48 seconds left to go in near midfield. So all you got to do is get, let's see, what is Will Lewis's career long? I'd say you probably get like about 15 yards in 48 seconds and be in the field goal range. I feel like, I know Will Lewis doesn't have like the longest leg, but you're at Mile High. And so there's potential to get like a long field goal. So maybe, possibly. 2 Ellises on the Falcons would be so fun. I'm very happy that Broncos have Jonah. Yes, very, very good. Like I said, they're very, very high motor. Great like pass rushers. Like I said, you got Caden Ellis is one of the best. Well, he's up there as far as like one of the best blitzing linebackers on pass rush situations. Drop back a pass, and they're bringing up only 4. Going to be check down. It's been R.J. Harvey, who's going to break a tackle, get up to about the 40, up to the, great job there, R.J. Harvey. Gets the first down, and gains up to about the 38-yard line. 41 seconds, and he got out of bounds. Man, I do. Braylon Trice, yes, from Washington. Oh, I remember him. Tore his ACL in his rookie training camp and has recovered since. Man. I'm trying to remember, didn't Braylon Trice also have like an injury history, too, coming out of college? I think that's the reason why he dropped, too. Daggum. First down, Tim, for the 41-yard line. Jerry Stidham, going to be in, looks like, is it shotgun formation. R.J. Harvey to his right, drops back a pass, rolls out to his right, and is going to just chuck this one out of bounds. Very good. It's fine. 35 seconds, second down 10. Yeah, that's right, because you went very defensive heavy in that 2024 outside of Bijan Robinson. Because you got Bijan. Then you got Rukaroro. Then you got Brandon Trice, Brandon Dorless. Who's the other ones in the very, very later rounds? I can't remember. Anyways, Second down and 10 from 35 seconds, and it's 40. I think it's a 40-yard line. Yeah. Shotgun formation. Looks like number 28 to his left. Patriots are going to be bringing the blitz, and they are bringing almost the house. And quick pass this be to Sutton, and that's going to be out of bounds. Gain of 6. 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Thankfully, he did not get pushed back. Third down and 4. Gotta get your field goal unit ready just in case they do get touchdown. So again, they definitely are in field goal range here. All right, shotgun formation, run back to his right. Got to hurry up. Dropping the pass, only rushing 4. He's got plenty of time. He's going to roll it to his right. He's going to try to get the first down, and he just got out of bounds. So actually lost a yard. So 24 seconds remaining, 4th down and 5, and they got to kick a field goal here. Let's see here. Yes, 7 minutes ago. Yep, that you have been electric. It's nice to hear he's doing good. But, yeah, it does look like we did miss him. Yeah, well, you still got great players. Like I said, especially, I don't know. Would you have gone very hard into trying to get JPJ if you had Kelly Nellis? Kick is up. The kick is. Oh, he missed it. Hooked it right. He hooked it right. 7-7, 20 seconds. And probably be the Patriots could just kneel this one down and go into halftime tied. And they get the ball start second half. But, yeah, I just hooked it right. Again, could have had that field goal. Is it windy? I think it is 12 miles per hour. I think it's it's 5 miles per hour. It's 27. I think it feels like it's 12 or something like that. The wind chill's pretty bad. But, yeah, only 5 miles per hour, though. Dropping a pass, and they're going to chuck it down the field, and it's going to be just short of Booty. Moss covering Booty. He kind of let Booty get away from him a little bit. He was not tired on the Booty. So, unfortunately, it's still second down 10. Patriots still do have a timeout, so they could still try to get a field goal range. Yeah, a bad pass to Drake May. Shotgun formation. Stevenson to his left. False start by Will Campbell. Match by Nick Benito. He's trying to get a little early start there. So false start, 15 seconds, second down and 15. Shotgun formation, going to have, looks like trips to the right, Stevenson to the left. Going to help out Chip. Yeah, Chip, Nick Benito. Only rushing 3. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get Booty, but Surtain, he was all up on that Booty. Was not letting him get it. So it'll be third down 15, 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 1 timeout still remains for the Patriots. Dude, Hufanga just got, Hufanga was trying to get back there, but it was like Surtain on Booty, and I was like, nope. He's been locked down on Booty. All right. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass, rushing 4, steps in the pocket, is going to scramble, and gets up to about the 50, up to about the slides. Timeout's called. So there was 1 second left. There was 1 second left when he called timeout. I think there's for sure 1 second left. Now, it will have to be a career long for the rookie kicker. So He might hit it. He might hit it. It definitely was a second left. And slide right there, yeah. Yeah, it definitely was a second left. Like I said, as soon as he slides, timeout right there. Yeah, like I said, even though the ref might not have seen it, there was definitely a second left. So this is going to be, oh gosh, it's definitely career long, but like 4 yards past his career long. I think it's like a 62-yard field goal. As long as 59, it's probably a 63-yard field goal then. Yeah, 63-yard field goal. Wind is about 7 miles per hour, 6 or 7 miles per hour. Kick is up, and kick is, oh, he whiffed that one. Good Lord. It went careening over to the left side, and it'll be 7-7 going into halftime. No field goals for nobody this half. Exactly. Like I said, could take the easy chip shot, and now we're going to try to take 2 long field goals, and ain't nobody got close. So it will be 7-7 going into halftime. A very defensive-minded kind of game. Patriots aided by that turnover. Broncos had that second drive that was pretty good after that deep shot by Jarrett Stidham. But again, you're hoping that your offense can just not turn the ball over, and then you should probably win this game. I mean, honestly, that's the difference in this game right now. Not going for the field goal when you were like at like the 20-something, not even the 20-something yard line. You were at like the 15-yard line. So like I said, it would have been like a 32-yard field goal. So not taking the field goal there. On third down, instead of just taking the sack, Jarrett Stidham tried to throw it away, but they said it was a fumble, so it was a fumble. And like I said, gave great field position for the New England Patriots. So again, that's the difference in the game right now. Is not taking points and then basically giving a perfect opportunity for the New England Patriots. So, still, I still feel good about the Broncos' chances, though. I still feel good about the Broncos' chances because, like, Patriots still have not been able to have a complete drive yet. They had, like, the 2-play drive when they were down, like, the 11-yard line. But they haven't showed, like, a complete drive yet. You actually have. You had the touchdown drive, and then you also had the second drive that got down there. Unfortunately, like I said, you didn't kick a field goal. So you've shown your offense can move the ball. Just keep that up and don't turn the ball over. I know that's a very simple thing to say, like, oh, just don't turn the ball over. But like legitimately, if you don't turn the ball over, I think you're going to win the game. It's pretty simple like that. So, regardless, great job of both defenses. We love to see defensive-minded kind of game, especially in the playoffs, especially in a cold playoff game. So I think it's going to continue. I like that I did pick very, very low on the score. I said 20-17. That's pretty much like probably the highest it's going to get at this point. As long as we play well, I like our chances. Exactly. Like I said, Zoe, get confident. Get confident. You got this. You got this. Like I said, you got the home crowd behind you. You got your dominant defense. Everything's looking good. Just don't screw it up. That's all. That's all it is. Just don't screw it up. Yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be the defensive kind of game. I do think the Rams versus Seahawks is going to be more offensive. We've seen it, like I said, the last two. Technically, the first time was like 21-19 or something like that, and then there was just like the second time where Stafford absolutely had a field day against the Seahawks secondary. But I do think this will be more often kind of game. I'm hoping so. I think I picked 27-24 Rams. In my mind, I went Rams versus Broncos, as I said before. I'd rather have that. Instead of having that, we just have something different, which is kind of nice. Because I'd rather not have, anytime it's a Super Bowl rematch, they constantly talk about it. And it's like, okay, well, in this case of Rams versus Patriots, if that was the case, there's not a lot of players that are from this roster, also from the roster from before. Definitely not for Broncos Seahawks. Definitely not for Seahawks Patriots. So again, I'd rather than not If it's Seahawks Broncos, it will be interesting because I talked this before with Luke. Um, Russell Wilson should be the talking point somewhat of if the Broncos versus Seahawks because through the Russell Wilson trade, I kind of went through this morning, kind of thinking about it. Through Russell Wilson trade to Seattle, from Seattle to the Broncos, Seattle got Charles Cross, Boye Mafe, Devon Witherspoon, and also Derek Hall. So four key people to your success this season, and not to mention, like I said, cap flexibility. And then on the Broncos side of things, what's interesting too. So on the Broncos side of things, you traded for um, Russell Wilson. This is more so me kind of grasping at straws, but still, I'll explain in a second. So you trade for Russell Wilson. That's 2022 season. So the 2022 season, you have Nathaniel Hackett as your head coach. Initially, you were trying to get Aaron Rodgers, and then you set up for Russell Wilson. Things go terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. You trade. You trade Bradley Chubb to Miami for a first-round pick. And you end up using that first-round pick to get Sean Payton. And with the fourth-round pick, you got part of the Russell Wilson trade. You traded that fourth-round pick and then the next year, third-round pick to trade up in the 2023 draft to get Riley Moss. So again, all those players and Sean Payton are part of the reason why, like I said, it's part of the Russell Wilson thing. Like because of that Russell Wilson trade, the dominoes that fell because of that, like I said, everything was going wrong in 2022. You end up, like, so you don't have a first round pick, so then you end up trading Bradley Chubb. You get a first round pick, which is more like a cap casualty to begin with, but you get a first round pick. You trade that for Sean Payton. You get Sean Payton. Because you traded away Von Miller, you also drafted Nick Bonito, which, like I said, that's not really part of the that's not really part of the Russell Wilson trade. I'm just saying, like, because of the moves you had made, because of, like, getting rid of Von Miller, getting rid of Bradley Chubb, bringing in new talent, bringing fresh talent, like I said, all that kind of stuff kind of building up to this point now. It's kind of fascinating to see, like, what happened because Broncos tried to make a big swing and it did not work out. You end up, cutting Russell Wilson, you end up getting Bo Nix, and then Bo Nix leading you to this. So again, like it's very fascinating looking into everything that led up to this. I like Kirk's sweater; he looks warm. I do like it too. I like the little turtleneck. I even like Kyle Long's a little bit. The white turtleneck with the brown. I don't know. I don't like it too. I do not have a turtleneck at all. It never gets like that cold. I mean, right now it's kind of cold, but not that cold down in the south. Like so many of I don't know where my kids were hearing this, but like a lot of my students were trying to say, like, oh, we're gonna get snow, and I'm like, no, we're probably gonna get ice because like right now it's been raining on and off, and it's supposed to drop down pretty low tonight and in the morning, and that's what I'm concerned about because like we might not have school tomorrow because it's going to be icing all over the roads. I understand if you're not from the south, you're like, haha, it's hilarious that the fact that we cannot handle ice. We don't have the infrastructure for it, and so there is potential that we don't have school tomorrow, and I'm okay if we don't because like we were just going to do review games to begin with if it was because we have a test on Tuesday, but. Yeah, no, I don't know. Big Kirko, why are you broadcasting Go Mentor Penix? Sorry, he's got to make his bag right now. He's, he's getting prepared for that, Drew Brees role where he's gonna be, basically just like as soon as he gets done in the NFL, just like pops over to CBS. So, Drew Brees was at CBS, right? I know. Like I said, you had Matt Ryan who was at CBS. I'm pretty sure was Drew Brees at Fox or was he at CBS? Gosh, I can't remember anymore now. But yeah, no, he's fine. It's fine. Like I said, look, honestly, here's the other thing too. There, man. We already know that everything's going to work out perfectly with Kevin Stefanski. Michael Penix going to be the next. He's going to be the next Michael Vick. We already know that it's going to happen. Everything's going to work out perfectly fine for your Falcons. I'd say that sarcastically. Like I said, I do think that it's positive that you got Kevin Stefanski. I think out of who you were possibly getting. I understand why some people are upset about it because they're like, you took a quarterback, you took a head coach who the last 2 seasons has been like, one of the worst records. I understand that. I just think that I think because of all the changes that's being made for the Falcons, I think that definitely kind of like dropped down to who was going to come to you. Like the fact that you had to keep Ulbrich, even though he's doing a great job, it still does cause some people to be like, well, I can only pick my guy. So there is going to be some people who are like, I don't really like that. And then also the same effect too of like the upheaval with now got to get a new GM, new leader of operations with Matt Ryan, and how is that going to work? So again, like I understand some Falcons fans being upset. It's kind of like just check and see how it's going to work, but like he did lead the Browns to 2 playoffs, and in his tenure, like I said, especially early on. Browns haven't had consistent quarterback play. Some of it has been his own fault with playing Baker when he's been hurt. Also trading for Sean Watson. How much was he involved in getting Deshaun Watson? I think that he was. I don't know if he was as involved as some people want to say, or if he was less involved as some people want to say. Like I said, that's still up for debate. But I don't know. I think it's going to work out for the Falcons. I think especially this upcoming year, I think they have a good shot of winning the division because they have a third. They'll be third place schedule. So all the people that you're playing is in third place. Panthers have a difficult schedule. Buccaneers, who knows what's happening with them? Saints, they're a very aging defense that has still great players, but how effective they're going to be in the upcoming season. Is Tyler Sharp going to be able to carry over what his rookie season was, carry over the second season? That's to be determined as well. So, if I were to bet, which I don't, if I were to bet, I think the Falcons have the best shot of winning the division next year. Just because I think that their offense will be a lot more consistent with the defense that will be, at least top 12, if not better. So, again, should be good. Let's see here. Zoe, let him show off his nice turtleneck, then he can go right back to Mitchell Pittix. Exactly. Grumble. Is it at least a little nice turtleneck? It is a nice turtleneck as well. There, Manuel. Also, Ulbrich was a Stefanski decision. Oh, Blink and Ryan were fully ready to fire him if Ski didn't want to. Really? I thought it was reported that Ulbrich was going to stay. So Stefanski wanted continuity. So that even makes it even better then. Like, that makes sense for Stefanski because he's like, okay, he had a great DC who could possibly be the head coach. Why am I forgetting his name? He's a former Lions head coach after before Jim Caldwell. What's his name? Shoot, I can see his face. Can't think of his name right now. But again, making sure is my thing right. Yeah, let's make sure. But yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I see you're talking about Zach. I'll talk about Zach Robinson in just a second. We finally got some snow the last 2 days, and it's 27 inches. Wait, it's 27 inches? Or 27 degrees. Okay, 27 degrees. I saw for a second I couldn't see that. 27 degrees. Goodness gracious. Dobie, I can't believe the Browns got rid of Stefanski. I don't know how they could have not foreseen people dodging them for a job there. They took a great coach over their hubris. Well, here's the thing, too. It's the way that they're doing it. Like, what's being reported as far as, like, a head coach and all what's going on right now, where you're taking other head coach or like other head coaching interviews, write an essay for why you want to be the head coach. An essay? What are we doing? Why would you want to do it like a personality test, all this kind of stuff? I know it's like analytically based, but like who is checking this? I do kind of make a skit about it, but I'm not going to. But like who is writing up a essay for why they want to be the head coach of the Browns? And how is Jimmy Haslam reading this? Is this what he's going to do? He's going to be reading the things, make sure like grammar not quite right. I do like the fact that he wants to win championships though. Love that. Um, he's not talking about Shadeur enough. He needs to talk about Shadeur more. Like, what are you supposed to glean from writing an essay for why you want to be the Browns head coach? Return from the 5, 10, 15, 20, up to the 25, up to the 30, and up to about the 31-yard line. That's where the Patriots are going to start first down 10. As Zach Pistol Boy Robinson got hired as the Bucs OC, he got hired as the Bucs OC. Holy crap! Can we as NFC South fans come together and put our differences aside to laugh at the Buccaneers? The Buccaneers hired Zach Robinson. When did that happen? Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. I'm hoping they're just going to bottom out. Maybe that's what the Buccaneers are going to do. We're going to bottom out. Going to be a screen pass to Stephon Diggs, gets to about the 36-yard line, gain of 5 yards, second down to 5. That's crazy work. They fired, not looked. It's going to be embarrassing that they can't get anybody in their second interview. Yeah. If anything, they could get Grant Udinsky, who could be a good head coach. Again, he's 30 years old, so I don't know. Browns are in a situation right now, and it's causing me to be like, I don't know if what I have planned for the Browns and the penthouse is going to work out. Well, the basement series is going to work out like I want it to. Right now, things have worked out like I want to, but right now I'm like, yeah, it depends on who they have to hire. Going to be hand off to Stevenson, who is going to get wrapped up for like a 1-yard gain. Third down to 4, 14-10. Let's go to third quarter. Great job there by Denver, and it's starting to have a little bit of flurries come in. A little bit of flurries. They hired him days ago. Did you really not see that? Well, here's a little extra dip on the football chip. I guess I didn't, or maybe I saw it. Maybe I saw it and I thought it was a joke, so I didn't think about it. That might have been it. I might have just been like, somebody's just lying. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Gonna have Fonga on Stephon Diggs, not great. It's gonna be a handoff as for a draw, and Stevenson's gonna get the first down. Pretty close, but he's gonna get the first down. Making them write an essay is wild. I know I'm saying like it's not high. It's not like I don't know what you're even grading that on. I can get behind I can understand like a personality test or whatnot for the analytics stuff, but like writing an essay, is that really going to help you decide yep, this is the Browns coach that I want? Yeah, he got that first down for sure. So first down 10, 13 minutes of the third quarter. I formation from the 41-yard line. Going to be a handoff Stevenson, who is going to try the left side and cuts back inside. Gets actually a yard. Could have lost about 2, but great job there by Stevenson, but not giving up on the play. Second down 9. Also, wouldn't you want them to avoid thinking too deeply about to be coach of the Browns and decide maybe I don't want this job actually? It'd be like writing down what I love about this team. Harold Fanning Jr. The defense. That's all I got. So there's obviously more, but I'm just saying that. The 42-yard line, handoff to Stevenson, who's going to be right in the middle, get the first down, and it got crushed by PJ Locke, but also get up to the 46-yard line of the Denver Broncos. First down 10 for New England. They are going to be pounding the rock, what looks like right now, with Stevenson's been working out right now. Great job by them. I mean, they're just like, let's just run the ball. And good Lord. Wilson got up to Shernan. He just pancaked him, man. Great job by the Patriots right now. Stevenson gives up a little bit of a break. Going to put Henderson in the backfield. Going to be strong to the right. Going to be a handoff to Henderson, who's going to try the right side. Gets about, say about 4 yards there. Second down 6. Every Bucks weapon face stock has fallen off a cliff. A lot of bet. Dude, get like you fired Grizzard or Blizzard or whatever his name was, and then you hired Zach Robinson after all you saw. Like, that makes no sense. Like it's definitely gonna be Tabo's last year. That's for sure. It'll be Tabo's last year. Under center, gonna send tight end motion to the left. Gonna be a handoff to Henderson, who's gonna try the left side. He actually gonna lose two. Great job there by the defense, and that's gonna bring up third down and about 8 from the 45-yard line. Zach Robinson, man, that's actually third down 9. And Ellis is kind of walking gingerly off the field. But great job by him off the edge. Like I said, lines up 1-on-1 with Austin Hooper. And then they kind of land on his feet. That's why. Okay. All right, third down 9. Come on, Denver. 10:25 going the third quarter. Empty set. Draws back to pass. Pressure from Nick Bonito, and he's going to step in the pocket. He's going to try to get the first down. He is. Up to the 35, up to the 30, up to the 25-20, and up to the 16-yard line. Drake May with his legs. First down 10 for the Patriots. 10-10 with to go to third. Patriots are driving. I say great job by the offensive line. I mean, Will Campbell did get beat by Nick Bonito, but overall, great job of the offensive line, creating a nice little pocket. And then Drake May just steps in the pocket and just runs. He does run like his back a little bit. I will say that. Under center, going to be a handoff to Stevenson, who's going to try the middle, and he just got nothing. Great job there by Zach Allen. And okay, now Zach Allen's up. Okay, second down 10. Emmanuel, my normal amount of Bucks hatred has exploded since Baker ran his mouth off about my coach. But it makes sense, though. I get you being mad, and obviously it makes sense for you being mad, but it doesn't make sense why he called him out on that. Second down 10. Shotgun formation. Right back to his left. 5 men at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to bring 7. And overload the pocket, throws deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Third down 10. Great job there by Denver. Had Nick Bonito on Stevenson for that one-on-one. But, yeah, they brought 7. Actually, they brought 6. They did back off Nick Bonito. All right, 8:56 left to go in the third quarter. Third down 10. Under center. Going to have Stevenson in the backfield. Send Pop Douglas in motion. Going to be a play action pass and going to be a tight end screen. That's going to be Hunter Henry, who is going to get the he's so close to get the first down. Depends on spot. They're going to mark him just short. 4th and inches. 4th and inches. Probably going to be like I would assume like a QB sneak if I had to guess. That's actually a pretty good job. That's a pretty good spot, not gonna lie. That's a pretty good spot. I don't think he got it. Emmanuel, I think I can safely no longer call myself a Baker Mayfield fan, since it's crazy ever since I started watching football. I liked him, but that is no longer. Definitely helps you out a little bit. So, me a tush push with Drake May, and a timeout was called by the Patriots because, like I said, play clock was winding down. So 8:10 left to go in the third. It is 4th and inches. They're going to be doing a tush push. Jerrison's trying to get a little warmed up on the sideline. This has been a long opening drive. Like I said, they start off with the ball, then just driving down the field. So once again, they got Tonga and Williams going to be pushing Drake May. So and Drake May, he got stopped. I don't think he got it. I don't. He didn't get it. Oh my gosh! On 4th and 1, I don't think he got it. They're saying first down. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. Initially, they got to have to review this. I don't think he got it. Right here, bam, right there. I don't think. Well, I really don't think he gets it. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think he gets it. They're saying first down 10. They got to review this, right? They're not, and there they go. Challenge flag. That makes sense. So again, they should review it. They should for sure review it. So challenging the ruling on the field is the first down or not. I don't think he gets it. I really don't think he gets it. Uh, Emmanuel, let's see here. Oh yeah, he's justified. I just don't like it. If I was him, I wouldn't talk crap about a team that's 4-2 against you in the last 3 years, but since you can't beat them when they beat themselves. That's true. I do know that Baker does like to have a chip on his shoulder. That's what he's been like. I mean, he was talking about. He was talking about his time in the Carolina Panthers because they kept on talking about you enjoy your time with Sam Darnold, like when you were both at the Panthers, and he was like, no, and it's like yeah, of course he hated being here because they had Big Mac who was at OC, but like, and then he had reps at defensive tackle, so again, um, he had that. He had the Steve Wilkes, and he had like a vendetta against Steve Wilkes, and like Steve Wilkes was like, "I'm not the one that traded you." So I don't think I have much. I don't have a lot to talk about, the ins and outs of the roster construction as interim head coach, which is fair. So again, I think definitely. I mean, especially coming in the league, like Baker still had that chip on his shoulder of no one believed I should have gone first overall, and then he proved people wrong. So I think he's keeping that as a chip on his shoulder as far as he got thrown away like trash. That's what he feels like, that he gave his all, and then I would be mad too if I gave my all and then I got thrown underneath the bus for a guy who had 20 something cases against him, and the person and Kevin Stefanski said he wanted an adult in the room. Oh, for sure, I would be ticked off at Kevin Stefanski because a person who, I'm not going to name his name, I'm not trying to give him any credit, but he is not known for having some of the best takes as an Atlanta sports writer. And him trying to say that Baker was trash, I understand that kind of ticked him off. So I understand where Baker's coming from. Like, so that's you brought the Browns their first and technically only playoff win since they came back in 1999. And then almost let them beat the Chiefs in that same playoffs. And then the next year, you put your body on the line, and you shouldn't have, but you did. And then they throw you away like trash, and they get another guy who obviously didn't work out. So I understand from that aspect. But yeah, he definitely wants to keep having a chip on his shoulder. Cough, cough, 19 flags, cough, cough, yes. Name the guy. I'm sure I don't even know him either. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So they just say cost still stands. All right. 7-yard line, 1st and goal, shotgun formation. Got Pop Douglas in motion. Going to be a hand of Stevenson who is going to get to the 5, down to the 3, down all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. 7:25 to go to 3rd. So 2 timeouts apiece for each team. This is a long, sustained drive for the Patriots. I can't remember the guy off the top of my head. Like I said, when we go to a TV timeout, I can look it up again. This drive alone is 67 yards. He has 72 yards the whole entire first half. All right, shotgun formation. Stevenson to his left. Going to have McMillan on Stephon Diggs right here. Going to be a direct snap to Stevenson, who is going to buffering, so I can't see what happened. I think he actually lost a yard. Yep, lost a yard. 3rd and goal. I don't remember his name. I just remember that, like, I looked up some of his other stuff that he said in seasons past, and I'm like, maybe he might just be doing, like, a little lot of clickbait stuffs. A great tackle by Hufanga. So from the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal, 6:22 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation. Stevenson to his right, trips to the left. Dropping a pass, and Drake May is going to get sacked by Jonathan Cooper back at the 5-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal from the 5. 6:03 left to go in the 3rd. Gotta kick that field goal. Now it would have been a tie ball game. Well, I mean, like, technically so to make the field goal, but, like, unless the Patriots are going for it, which, why would you? Why not take the points? There we go. 23-yard field goal attempt to take the lead. Buffering again. Daggone Spectrum. It is up and it is good. So it is 10-7. Would have been 10-10 if the Broncos just take the field goal. I'm certainly upset about that because, like I said, that could very well be the difference in the game. So now we're doing a commercial break. Let me look it up again. All right, so you'll be able to see it in this thing right here. Over there. There we go. Right here. Look it up again. So I think it was a tweet. Here we go. So Orlando Ledbetter. Orlando Ledbetter. So this guy, he's had some interesting takes. He's the one who said it. I think it was on Reddit that I looked at, so I saw what he's said before. Yeah, like I said, dumpster fire quarterback in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. QB Shadur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Like I said, Baker Mayfield failed as quite a reach pal since waiting on a text call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. Again, it makes sense. It makes sense why. It makes sense why Baker Mayfield is upset. I would be too. Yeah, D. Orlando Ledbetter. I couldn't remember his first name, but yeah. I'm excited for it because, like I said, speaking of the Baker Mayfield situation, so you got Baker versus Stefanski, so make that rivalry even better. You got Buccaneers Falcons. You already got Buccaneers Saints and Saints Falcons. Panthers, unfortunately, we're not. We're technically there with Atlanta, but we're not really like that with the Bucs or the Saints as much. I would like us to be, but we're not really. And then you have Titans versus Jaguars because of what Robert Saleh said about Liam Cohen, and so now they're in the same division. That's going to be entertaining. And there was another one, too, that, like, someone got hired that I was like, ooh, that person hates each other. I mean, we're talking about Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur as well. But, like, they hate each other, too. So, again, a whole lot of hatred, and we like to see it because it makes very fun storylines. All right, so it is, in fact, snowing. Not quite sticking to the ground yet, but it is, like, coming on down. That is a kick that returned from the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Up to the 20, up to the 23-yard line. So it'll be first down 10 from the 23-yard line for the Broncos. 5:24, let's go in the third. Walton Pinner Family Ownership Group. So you see Condoleezza Rice, Waltons, all of them. Goodness, my throat got a little bit closed up. Goodness. All right, so first down 10, the 23-yard line, under center, overload to the right. Looks like McLaughlin in the backfield. Gonna make handoffs, and McLaughlin's gonna try the left side, cuts back inside, gets up to the 25. So gain of 2 yards there, second down and 8, 5:15 left on third. Orlando Ledbetter, I've heard of him. He's kind of like the Atlanta version of that Panthers writer you don't like. Can't remember his name. David Newton. I despise David Newton so much. So does every other Panthers fan. Because David Newton, all he wants to do is start drama. And all he ever wants to do is just say the most stupid questions you can ever imagine. He is legitimately the worst. Shotgun formation, McLaughlin to his left, going to send Evan Ingram motion to the right. Drops back to pass, rushing 4, and going to be dump off this. Oh, man, Stevenson dropped it. Third down 8. Yeah, no, David Newton is so bad at his job. Like, the only reason why he's the Panthers ESPN writer is because he started off in NASCAR. He started for NASCAR. Didn't even start in football. He started off with NASCAR, and then ESPN was like, as soon as the Panthers got a team, he's been the ESPN writer, I think, since then. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But every Panthers fan just hates him because he just says the stupidest stuff. So again, shotgun formation, bunch to the right, or right back to his left from the 25-yard line. Gotta hurry up. 2-1, drops back to pass, screen pass to Marvin Mims, and he is going to get well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down about 5 after that 3-yard gain. So a 3-and-out for the Broncos after like a 9-minute drive. That defense is going to be gassed. That defense is going to be gassed. Okay, so 4:50 left on third, 10-7. Yeah, snow's coming down kind of hard now. You can kind of like, it's like almost like a cloudy showing right now of the field. Punt is underway, and it is going to be a decent return. Oh, great tackle. Oh my gosh, great tackle number 31. It's going to be up to about, is that Abrams Drain? Hey, look at that, Chris Abrams Drain from Missouri, I believe. Marvin Jones only got about 3 yards in that return. It's be first down 10 from about the 23-yard line, I believe. So going to a commercial break. 10-7, 3:50 left on third. There's one more I was thinking about that. It's like, who got hired? I can't think of who I was going to say. Anyways, dude, if that field, I keep on mentioning it, but like if that field comes back to bite Sean Payton, that's gonna suck. That's gonna really suck if that's the case. Zoe, I love how good our special teams is this year. Oh, it's been amazing. Like I said, you got Darren Rizzi, the one from the Saints. Wasn't like in the offseason it was being alleged that y'all tampered to get him or something like that. I don't know why I feel like that was the case, but I know like it was always talk that you were going to try to get him though. Like I said, he's a long time work with Sean Payton. I don't know, but like I said, he's been really good. Like your punting unit's been great, especially this game. It's been huge. Yeah, if not for that fumble, it would have been a 3-point game because like I said, your defense has been really good, and outside that long drive, they haven't done anything. So again, apparently State Farm is going to have Dan McBride and Keegan Michael Key do their Super Bowl commercial. I'm excited. Like I said before, I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I'll probably next year. I'll probably stream the Super Bowl because, like I said, a lot of my friends probably are more than likely moving and so they're going to be all in different places and kind of hard to all kind of be together. That's the reason why I want to spend the time that I can with them, especially like for Super Bowl. So I think it's gonna be fun. So that's the reason why I'm not streaming the Super Bowl. But next year probably am. Next year probably am. But like I said, I'll be streaming today, this game, and then tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Then tonight's game. I'm excited. I'm excited for tonight as well. Like I said, my prediction is coming true. Where I think it's a defensive minded kind of game today. Well, this game, and then later on might be a little more offense. Look at that. Look at Gillette Stadium right now, buried in snow. Wasn't like 10 inches? No, it's not 10 inches of snow. There's like a whole bunch of snow for sure in New England. Under center, strong to the right. Gus and Kayshawn Booty and emotional to the right. Match him up on Riley Moss. He flash a pass and a throw to Booty. Too low for Booty. Drake May was went too low for the Booty, and unfortunately could not get to him. Again, I do like to try to do a matchup of putting like they've done Stephon Diggs, they've done Keshawn Booty, put him on Riley Moss. I'm not trying to dog on Riley Moss, but like if you were going to go after a guy, you got to go after him, then go after Patrick Surtain. So, you know. All right, so second down 10, 3:46 left on third. Denver, this is right here where I would love to see them get a turnover here. Shotgun formation, dropping the pass, and is going to run. Drake May 25-30 up to a 34-yard line before he's tackled by Kufonga. First down 10 for the Patriots. And Drake May's coming up a little bit, not really limpy, but it's a little bit. Yeah, slips in the pocket. And then Kufonga gets a little bit of a hit on him, but not much. Free 13, Drake May. He is 9 for 18. Goodness gracious. Two tight ends to the left. Going to send Hooper and Motion up to the right. Going to be Hannah Stevenson, who is going to get about, depends on the spot, I think about 4 or 5. Second down, about 5. And again, the snow's coming out kind of hard now because this makes it kind of hard to see. Drake May under center. Stevenson behind him. Going to be a handoff to Stevenson. That's going to be a flea flicker. And Drake May is going to throw. And that's going to be caught by Matt Collins up to the 35 to 30-yard line. First and 10 for New England on a flea flicker. On a flea flicker. That almost got sacked. Drake May stood up in the pocket and threw it down to Matt Collins. Again, Ryan Moss getting burnt. On the 31-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his right. Send Matt Collins in motion. Going to be Hannah Stevenson, who's going to try the left side, and he is going to get about, he keeps on pushing to get about 3 or 4 yards. A little pushing and shoving going on as well between Singleton and, okay, don't touch the ref. Don't touch the ref, Singleton. All right, so 4-yard gain, second down 6. Hopefully the Pats being in white will make it harder for May to see them. It can, unfortunately, can also help the other way too. Goodness gracious. Shotgun formation, going to have Stephon Diggs come to motion up to the left. Dropping the pass, they're bringing the house. Throws, that's going to be incomplete. Try to get a Kayshawn Booty, once again targeting Riley Moss. Third down 6. It is blowing in right now. 58 seconds to go in the third quarter. Drake May shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Got Pop Douglas in the slot. Going to be Hannah Stevenson, who is going to get back to the last scrimmage, and that is it. That is it. 4th and 6. Last play of the third quarter will more likely be the field goal. Well, I should probably have another play after that, too. So 10-7. Going to try to make it a 13-7 game. This is a 46-yard field goal attempt for the rookie. Snap, hold, kick is up. The kick is, he pushed it right. It is no good. It still stands 10-7. With 11 seconds left in the third quarter, the Broncos take over. Hopefully the are you? Let me read that one. So again, pushed it right. All right, Broncos. You only had 6 yards in the third quarter. You gotta come through for your defense. Your defense is keeping you in this game. Oh, this is Odyssey. I was so confused. I was like, what is this? I was like, oh, this is Odyssey. I'm excited for that one. So Christopher Nolan normally does a pretty good job. So there's that one. There's other games. There's other ones that are coming out in um, coming out in 2026. Actually, speaking of the Odyssey, I was talking to my friends. Oh gosh, was this Friday night? Yeah, it was Friday night. Or no, it was Thursday night. It was Thursday night. I was talking to my friend. He's a Patriots fan, and I was thinking about the Odyssey, thinking about the Patriots, and we're talking about the fact that he's reading the Odyssey now to get prepped for um, uh, the movie because I know that some schools did, but I don't know, maybe Alabama was just different. We didn't read the Odyssey or the Iliad or anything like that, at all. We read obviously we read Julius Caesar and stuff like that, but we didn't read the Odyssey or the Iliad. I think some people, I don't know if I feel like some schools read the Odyssey, or that's what we talked about, but we did not do that. All right. Like I said, it's technically been 11 seconds, probably one more play, and then go to the fourth quarter. But it's a 10-7 game. Look at that. 13 minutes for New England is in this quarter alone. Oh, look at that. Snow on the ground. It's coming down. Strong to the right. Really overloaded to the right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to RJ Harvey, who gets about 2 yards. So 2nd down 8. Going to be going to the fourth quarter. This is playoff football. Fourth quarter, down by 3. Can the Broncos come back and win this game? Zoe, I'm kind of nervous about Nolan's Odyssey. I hope he does it justice, but also I'm not sure if I trust him. I can understand that. Like I said, anytime there's an adaptation of something that's well loved or well respected, there's always gonna be a part of you that's there's a chance they can screw this up because a lot of times they do. Um, but I want to trust, especially with the people who are in the movie are pretty good actors as well. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I can. I feel like there's a possibility it could be, you know, you already have the added bonus of a lot of people feeling Christopher Nolan being successful with, like, obviously with Oppenheimer, that this could be, especially if he hits it right, this could be a $1 billion movie, like, potentially. Um, or at least like in the $800 million range. So I'm not, I don't, I was not looking for box office as being like equate to like, oh, this is a great movie, because like Avatars have made $1 billion, and I'm not a fan of Avatar. I know there's some people who are, but I'm definitely not. But I think like spectacle wise, as long as like they get things historically accurate, I do think that also not only will be successful now, but it'll be successful later on, because teachers will want to use the physical, like the actual media of using like different like scenes to explain certain things. If, like I said, that like the discussion goes into with the Odyssey, it's like especially for me in particular, um, I'm teaching next year. Like this year has been more so civics and geography. Next year, we're going to go into more ancient civilizations. So you go into Greek. You know, you talk about Greek mythology. You talk about a little bit with Odyssey and also whatnot. So if there was a clip that helps my students better understand it, I will use that clip. Obviously, I don't like to watch movies, so all that kind of stuff. That's not good. Like using clips helps out students be able to visualize it better. So again, if the movie's good, there's potential I could use a clip of that to better help, like, bridge the gap of like understanding the content. Um, why is everyone talking about the Odyssey? I think part of it has to do with like the Odyssey being as popular as it is. Like I said, everyone knows at least about the Odyssey, whether you read it or not. It's commonly talked about. And also, it's Christopher Nolan, and all the stars that are in it makes it look like it should be like a big budget, um, potential Oscar like movie. They're having to like line up. They artificially put up the lines so you can't even see. So it's a 1 yard game of Marvin Mims. So it'll be third down 6. They're literally having to like put on the field like, hey, this is the 40, this is the 45, because you can't quite see with the snow. Um, there was a trailer for it during the break. Yes, there was. All right, let's get back to the game. Instead of talking to Tracy Wolf. Isn't that her name, Tracy Wolfson, or something like that? I don't know. From the 40, shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Dropping a pass. Throws to his right side and drops. Trying to get a little Jordan Humphrey, but Marcus Jones on the coverage. Great job by him. 4th and 5. Got to post ball away. It's this one channel on YouTube called Overly Sarcastic Productions that made a bunch of videos on the Greek epics, and nothing will top those for me. I think that's good. Yeah, well, Jordan Humphrey had it, but Marcus Jones kept on trying to knock it away, and he finally did. So, got to punt this ball away. 14-18, let's go in the 4th. Punt is underway, and it is going to be a booming punt, and going to go out of the back of the end zone, I believe. Yep, 4 touchback. Zoe, it's really like there. Sorry. I'd really like there to be at least one Greek American member of the cast. Yes, but more than that, I want the costuming and all that to be period accurate. I hate 300 with a passion. I can agree with that. I think that's the reason why. Like what I'm saying is like, so when I did my internship at Auburn, like I said, I was at Auburn University at the middle school. Like showed videos sometimes when it's talking about like the Romans and like the kind of like what they were wearing, so that you could better understand like visually. Like I can show you a picture, but like if it shows like generally what it looks like, not 300 obviously, like other videos like show you what it generally looks like, you better understand like, oh, they're trying to show more so for mobility, but also cover up obviously like I said their chest and like that kind of stuff. And instead of just me explaining it, showing the video, the visual media. So I agree. That's what I'm hoping for. Is that like I I think they know what they have, and so they're just gonna be like, okay, if we just can land just some of the simple stuff, like it should be simple to make it period accurate. That should be like a given. So if that's the case, like I think they're good. I think they're good. But I do agree. Like I like the casting. I don't remember if they have a Greek or Greek American. I know they have some people from Oppenheimer. They had the guy. What was his name? He was the one who was talking about the bigger hydrogen bomb. I can't remember his name. He was a really smart dude. But he's in there. There's a couple of people that are in there too. Obviously, like I said, the big pool is like there's Tom Holland, there's Matt Damon and whatnot. But I know it's supposed to be really, really good. Let's see here. Emmanuel, formed me into the person I am today with my interest in mythology. Very good. I look at overly sarcastic productions. I gotta look that up. Zoe, but then again, being Greek myself and having been raised on the Iliad, Odyssey, and the rest of the Greek myths and history, I understand that I am biased and perhaps have higher standards than I should. No, no, no. I think that's actually a good idea to have, Zoe. Be like, you think about it. If you're gonna make a movie that's based upon like something that everyone knows, that's people use for talking about a time period, I think it's reasonable to have those high standards of like you should really not even high standards of like you should have period accurate clothing. Like if you're having a big budget like what the Odyssey's going to have, you should have the resources put out to be like, okay, we want people to not have anything bad to say about this movie. You got to make sure you get the simple stuff done, which is like costumes and stuff like that. So I would assume they put that at the forefront. But you know. You never know. You never know. It's still Hollywood. 14-11 left to go in the fourth quarter. 10-7. Can barely see. I formation. Going to have Stevenson in the backfield. Overloaded to the right. Going to be a handoff Stevenson off to the left side, and he is going to get up to about the 25. Keeps on going to the 30-yard line. Down to the 31. And first down 10 for the Patriots. And it keeps on going. 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They showed Edward Washburn. He's got like so much snow in his hair right now. Under center, I formation. Going to be a handoff Stevenson off to the right side. He was going to cut back inside. Gets a maybe like a yard or two. Second down 8. Zoe, the last thing I think Hollywood would cast Greek American actor in an adaptation of a Greek epic myth was 1971, if I remember correctly. Who would that have been? Who would have been the Greek American actor in that? Or which epic? Because like especially like in the 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s, they were doing like a lot of like the you had the a lot of the epics around that time. Going to be Ham Stevenson once again. Going to get about maybe 4 yards there. Be third down about 4. Broncos got to get stopped here. Obviously, like I said, they were just controlling this clock, just running it with Stevenson. Stevenson honestly is the MVP right now in my mind for this game. He has been the one consistent thing that the Patriots have been able to rely on. All right. Shotgun formation. Stevenson to his left. Tied into his right. Dropping the pass. They're rushing. And Drake May gets sacked. That is going to be, is that Jones? I think it is. I believe that's Benito Jones with the sack. And that's going to bring up fourth down. 12:05. Let's go in the fourth quarter. Fourth down and 12. Look at Riley. Oh, Riley Moss. Great coverage there on Booty. Great coverage on Booty. All right. Let's see here. Fourth down, 12. Punt is underway. And not the best punt. Kind of get that one away. It's going to be out about to the 30-yard line. 31 yard line. So first down 10 for Denver. 11:29 left go in the fourth. Let's see here. Irene Pappas and the Trojan Woman. She was Greek. Oh, okay. I gotta look that up. The Trojan Woman. I'm trying to think what that is. That? No, I'm not gonna guess who that is. I'm sometimes iffy with the comes to some of the myths. Um, I don't think you're having too high standards. Exactly. So I don't think so either, Emmanuel. They're interesting stories that deserve justice. I'd love for them show things that, like the Boris Tusk helmets common from the time period. Exactly. Like I said, I think I think it'd be also interesting too, like if Hollywood. Okay, so obviously there's the golden age of Hollywood that gets talked about a lot. So with the kind of stuff that we have now, and obviously remakes, we don't really want a lot of remakes, but I would prefer if they were to do remakes about stuff that either has been done a lot of, or something that has been done very well in the past. They bring back. So like if they were to do like they technically did the Cleopatra thing, which was not very good, but like if you have people who deeply care about the product, deeply care about the storyline, you could you could make great stories about like some of the stuff that's been talked about in the past that haven't been really talked about a lot. Um, and so if the Odyssey does work out, which I hope it does, if the Odyssey makes as much money as I think it could bring in a renaissance of um, of Hollywood where they might be focused on like, okay, let's bring these old stories that either haven't had a true um, they haven't had a true adaptation yet for the movie, or it has been done in a while. So like for the new audience, because that was the whole entire thing they were saying for Disney, which was so stupid to begin with. Like, oh, well, we're doing it for a new audience. Oh, really? Like, you have Disney Plus now, so it's not like it was for the Vault like what it was before. Because before you had the Disney Vault, so you had everything else packed in the Disney Vault. So you could only have stuff like certain stuff that was coming on, TV every now and then on Freeform or whatnot. So and you had to buy the DVDs. So again, like then you had Disney Plus. So why was that picture like, oh well, now like for a whole new people, like especially like, the talk of like trying to do a live action for Moana make no sense either because it was like Moana was 2016, so that makes no sense why you need like for a brand new audience. But again, I can see the vision if like some people are like, okay, let's focus on that because a lot of talk about is about the reboots, is about some of the negative stuff as far as like not being original. But like I said, it could work out. Going to be a draw to RJ Harvey, who's going to try the right side, going to get the edge. Hey, RJ Harvey, going to get the first down. Hey, first down 10 for the Denver Broncos. Great job by RJ Harvey initially. I thought it was going to be like a loss of 2, but he using his speed to get out on the outside. You literally cast the number. Just realize you like kind of like post it in there, like, hey, this is where they're at. Zoe, like there's a dude in Greece who makes a reconstruction of the Mycenaean armor from the period that are stunning. I'd like to see his work involved, or at least have him consulted. The Mycenaean, that's interesting too, um, for sure. Second down to 10:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. Under center, gonna send more Mims into motion. Gonna be a handoff to RJ Harvey, who's going to try the left side and he's going to cut back inside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage though. Third down to 1. You know what I would like to see too? Obviously, like I said, I'm hoping for more just more what's the word I'm looking for? More discoveries, but like you got to be more accurate. But I want to see more people talk about like the sea people. You know, I really can talk about enough. From the 39-yard line, third down 1. 10-10 left to go in the fourth. Shotgun formation. Going to be number 28 to his right. Going to be handed to him. He's going to get the first down. Gain of 3 yards. First down for the Denver Broncos at about the 43-yard line. Again, it is very, very hard to see the field. That's also the reason why if I'm Denver, I am not throwing the ball. I'm sorry. If I'm throwing the ball, I'm doing like little dump offs because I would not trust myself to try to throw deep when they have on white. Yeah, well, they have on white, and you cannot see them. Under center, going to send Sutton into motion over to the right. Could be a screen here if I would guess. Got to hurry up. Going to be a play action pass. And Stidham's going to roll it to his right. He's going to throw this one away. Second down 10. Again, if I'm throwing something quick. Because I'm sorry, but I'm not throwing deep when I would not be able to see. You can maybe see the gray helmets, but like you're not seeing them fully. All right, so gonna send looks like LeJohn Humphrey in the motion to the left, empty set, trips to the right. Drops to the pass, screen pass, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get it Evan Ingram. Now it's broken up by Caleb on Chason. Third down 10, 9:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they're playing like 5 yards off while also attacking too. Third down 10, 9:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. On the 43-yard line. Got to get up to the 47. Shotgun formation, drop back to pass, and it's going to step up in the pocket. Is going to throw, and that's going to be caught by number 81, but only about a 4-yard gain. Fourth down 7. Got to punt this ball away. Again, the difference in the game is a field goal. This is crucial too. From the 47-yard line, got to be a deep punt. Don't even allow for return, honestly. That's a booming punt. And it's going to be down. Oh, great punt. Down about the 5-yard line. What did it end up at? Like the 7? No. 9-yard line. Still regardless. Inside the 10. First down 10 from the 9-yard line. Broncos defense. Just get a stop. Even, like I said, the Patriots punter haven't been the best. Hopefully get better field position. And just find a way to just grind it out. Emmanuel, ever since we swept the Saints, we now lead the series with every other NFC South team. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But you know what's funny though? You know what's funny about that? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude, so I want to preface that. But the Falcons are the only team to never win the division back to back. Like the fact that you still lead the series, but in a weird twist of fate, you've never won the division back to back. Like before the Panthers did in 2013 2015, no one had done it. But then like Panthers from 2013 2015, Falcons in 2016, then from 2017 to 2020, you had the Saints, and then you had from 2021 2024, you had the Buccaneers, and then now 2025, the Panthers. So again, that's kind of fascinating too in itself. Zoe, I think the Broncos can still do this, but boy, I'd like to score something exactly like that. I think like perfect getting down to the 9-yard line. So if your defense can get a 3 and out, or just like at least like limit it, the Patriots punter has done obviously as great as the Buccaneers punter has done. So if you're able to get good field position, let's just say you're at the 40-yard line. So you get punt, turn to like 40-45-yard line. That's great field position with about 6 or so minutes left. If you're able to have a long sustained drive, you can either take it to overtime or you can have a long sustained drive, hopefully just to score a touchdown. The only problem is Pages right now, what it's looking like is they're stacking a box, having their cornerbacks, you know, play about 5 yards off, but also attacking. Like their first step is up. Their first step is up. So they're attacking in case there's a screen, and then dropping back. Whereas pretty much just being like, okay, we dare you to throw it deep because you know we can undercut this because you can't quite see where exactly we are because it's kind of hard to see us in those white jerseys. So again, it's going to be difficult. It's going to come down to can they be able to establish the run game when they get the ball back. Manuel, not winning back-to-back makes sense. No offense taken. Very Falcons move. Yeah. There's been times we come close. Ball on own 8. So they did mark it at the 8, not the 9-yard line. Sorry about that. 8:21. Let's go to the fourth. Under center. Overloaded to the right. Gonna be great. Slipped and oh my gosh. Stevenson slipped. Drake May kind of panicked and then just fell down. So 3-yard loss, second down and 13. Yeah, Stevenson literally slipped on the field. Oh no. Okay. Broncos, it is second and 13. You gotta get stopped on this drive. You're already behind the sticks. Drake May under center from the 5-yard line. Overload to the left. Going to be a hand of Stevenson, who is going to try the right side. Actually, the left side. It gets about 2 more yards. Be third down 11. Great tackle there by Patrick Surtain. Third and 11. 7:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Broncos is third and 11. Ball on own 7. We're going to have Stevenson hooked block. Rolls out to his right. Drake May throws a floater, and that's way out of bounds. 4th and 11. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Broncos should have decent field position. Let's see what happens. Hopefully Marvin Mims can make some magic happen. Again, the punter is punting out of the end zone. If there is a block, that will be amazing. Broncos are definitely coming after it. Snap and punt. Not a great punt. Not a great punt. Oh my gosh. It went off way to the left. Where is it stop? Oh my gosh, this would be great field position. Holy crap. Is that like the 32-yard line? I can't tell where that is, obviously. Where is that at? Is that the 32? I think it did get partially blocked because it went straight to the left. I can't tell where that is because obviously, like I said, you can't see the numbers at all. But I think it's like the 30, like maybe the 37-yard line. No, 33. 33-yard line. So, Broncos. It is 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to rely on R.J. Harvey. He is out there. Stidham under center. Overload to the right. Going to be hand to Harvey, who is going to lose about 3 yards. Oh my gosh. Tonga whooped the dog mess out of the center. They're showing the difference of the quarters and like how covered this field has gotten. Second down 12, so only a loss of 2. Shock information, Archie Harvey to his left. Drop back to pass. Quick throw to RJ Harvey. I'm getting buffer, unfortunately. Going to make one man miss, and unfortunately cannot make another man miss, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down 12. 6:05 going to fourth. At this point, just get some kind of yards and get in field goal range. Well, you're already in field goal range technically, but it's be a hard one. Five forward left going fourth. They're showing a little Lutz right now. 3rd down 12. Trips to the right. Running back to his right. Stidham drops back to pass. And is going to step in the pocket. He's going to scramble. Is going to get some yards. And he's going to get a gain of about 7. Makes that field goal a little bit better. It was supposed to be a screen pass, but they've covered it pretty well. Great job there by Stidham by seeing a little open gap. All right, 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Will Lutz is trying for a, let's see what field goal this is. .46-yard field goal attempt. 16 miles per hour wind. Kick is up. The kick is. He missed it. He missed it. 4:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, man. I think I got partially blocked. With the way it came off, I think I got partially blocked. Let's see here. It goes like haywire. Yeah, it missed. It missed. Is that Leonard Taylor gets his paw on it? Yep. Leonard Taylor from Miami got his right pinky on it. And that's what caused it to go wide to the left. Yeah. So from the 35-yard line, 1st down 10 for New England. Under center, I formation. Overload to the right. Going to be Ham Stevenson, who is going to get about 3 yards. 2nd down 7. Boy, I'd really love pick 6. Oh, you probably have to hope for a fumble 6 at this point. Dear Lord, if I had to hear Patriots fans talk about after this, yeah. It's the fact that like they're showing it right now going on 4th and 1. If they just kicked a field goal, it would be a tie ball game. Like again, I said it before, it was gonna come back to bite them, and right now it is. Because now New England has no urgency. All they got to do is just try to drain this clock out. 4:05 will go into the fourth quarter. Overload to the right, going to be Ham Stevenson, who is going to be great penetration there. Going to lose 2 yards there. And that is Jones who gets there initially, and then wrapped up is going to be Roach and Singleton. 3rd down 9. 3:50 left to go in the third quarter. Drake May under center. I formation. Going to be a hand of Stevenson who's going to try the right side, and he got stonewalled at the line once again. It is 4th down 9, 3:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Denver has 2 timeouts. So does New England. It comes down to like if they get good field position, if we have another bad punt, then potentially I still feel good. But right now, I ain't feeling the best. Clock is stopped because Denver called timeout. But we are down in the fourth quarter. We've been coming back from these all year. My hope remains, and it should. Just can Jarrett Stidham lead them on down the field? Fourth quarter comebacks wins are 5, tied for most all time in this postseason. Can Jarrett Stidham get that record? Denver has one timeout, 3:11 left to go in the fourth. Denver's trying to have a good return. Punt is away, not the best one, and it goes out of bounds. So not even returnable. So it's going to be probably like maybe the 40-yard line, I think. Either 40 or 35-yard line. I can't tell which one. All right. 3:05 to go in the fourth. Denver has one timeout. Shotgun formation. Running back R.J. Harvey to his right. Going to send Sutton into motion to the left. So that's 32-yard line. Drop pick a pass. And is going to set him in the pocket. Is going to dump it off to R.J. Harvey, who goes back to the line of scrimmage. Second down 10. Why does he shot put it like that? Why in the world did Jarrett Stidham shot put it like that? Anyway, second down 9. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Substitution by the Patriots. Dropping a pass to bring in a blitz. Stidham throws deep and is picked off. Just floats it up there. 2:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now Broncos football season's over with now. It seemed like it could be. Again, they have a 2-minute warning. They have a timeout, but Marvin Mims wasn't even look back for the ball. Again, the Patriots win. I get the points because, like I said, I picked the Patriots and I picked the lowest score, 20-17. But I'm still mad that I was right about the fact that them not going for that field goal is going to come back to bite them because it has. It has. So now it is not technically over. You got the timeout. You got the 2-minute warning. But if you get the ball back, you're going to have so less time left. I formation from the 36-yard line. Going to be a handoff. Stevenson is going to try the right side, and he is going to push forward for about a 4-yard gain. And a little bit of peanut punch going on right now with Dre Greenlaw. And it's going to be 2:01, a 2-minute warning. Denver has the ball. Well, Denver doesn't have the ball, sorry. Denver has a timeout left. I hope the Seahawks football beat the Rams tonight. It could happen. Like I said, I technically picked the Rams. I think that I was the only one that picked the Rams too. So, honestly, if the Rams win, then I'll be the only one to pick the Rams, and I'll get the score as well. So, I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping the Rams win. Not taking points. Like, you know it's going to be a defensive kind of game, and you don't take the points. Now I'm getting very frustrated with it, too, because, like I said, I called it when it happened. again, the MVP of this game has been Ramondre Stevenson, for sure, for sure, because they've just been relying on him, giving him the ball. Broncos gotta get stopped. The thing that kind of upsets me too is like it's still a very winnable game, and like the fact of how winnable it has been kind of like frustrating. Are you upset Miami Hurricanes football lost to Indiana? Um, nah, not really. Like I said, I think both stories like made sense. It was a great game, regardless of who would have won. Like if Miami had drove down the field and scored a touchdown, that'd have been amazing too. So no, I didn't really have a dog in the fight. I was happy with either team winning. The fact that of how the game ended is also amazing too. Like the fact like the Indiana cornerback was from Miami as well. Like his uncle was the one where Miami almost won national championship game, but it got called for the pass interference. Like that's what's so cool about it. So again, I'm not at all upset about it. Gonna be a handoff Stevenson off the right side again. No gain. The third down and 6. Time is called by the Broncos. It'll be third down and 6. 1:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. So again, Broncos. If you get a stop here, you'll get the ball back with about a minute left because it's 1:57. So they'll drain the clock and they'll take then they'll point it away. So you get about a minute left with no timeouts, with snow on the ground, with white Patriots uniforms to try to drive down the field. So again, it's not over, but it sure does feel like it's close to doing so. I formation once again. Going to be going to Stevenson more than likely. Going to be a handoff Stevenson. Oh, it's going to be a rollout. And Drake May's going to try to pick up the first down, and he is going to pick up the first down. Ellis was not able to get him. And Drake May ends the game. QB rollout. Ellis doesn't have unfortunately not able to get him down. And that's how the Broncos season ends. I'm sorry, Zoe, dude. I'm so sorry. The Patriots are back at the Super Bowl. Well, okay. That's a flag for sure. I can't tell who it was, but they tried to like just grab the football encroachment. So first down 5. That was DJ Jones. Kneel down. 2 more and the game is over. Well, technically only 1 more and the game is over. What a hard fought game. 10-7. Patriots win. Well, that sucks. I know, Zoe. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Both defenses showed out. And unfortunately, the difference in the game, I don't want to put it on the Denver Broncos, but not kicking that field goal and the turnover that set up the uh, Patriots at like the 12-yard line. That's the difference. It is quite literally the difference in the game. May the Patriots get obliterated in the Super Bowl. Exactly. May the NFC strike again. Last name. And that does it. Drake May, in his second year, makes it all the way to the Super Bowl. And look how happy Mike Vrabel is, though. Look how happy he is, dude. It is a very defensive game. Patriots made moves when they needed to, and Broncos let it slip through the fingers. I like how you saw Stephon Diggs like come up to Jarrett Stidham and like really talk to him up. Yeah, like they had a nice little interaction. And then Christian Gonzalez versus Patrick Tan. Dude. Stephon Diggs going to the Super Bowl. Well, in about 30 or so minutes, we will have Rams versus Seahawks, which should be an interesting game. Probably a lot more offense, like I gotta say. Patriots are 9-0 on the road. They break the record set by George Seifert. And the Broncos also lose out their undefeated record against the Patriots at home in the playoffs. So I know they're talking to Drake May, but they really be talking to Roger Stevenson. Manuel, I'm in a football server. Would that be rude to tell a rude Patriots fan to shut up? They really got on my nerves. What exactly did they say? Zoe, I'm bummed about the loss, but very happy we made it this far, and hopefully next year we'll do better. Exactly. Like I said, you'll have you'll have another first round pick of like something that can be like an instant. Like you could probably go for I don't know who you're gonna go for honestly, but probably like there's lots of you could possibly do. I feel like you might add to strength just to make sure, because like I said, there's eventually going to start paying some people as well. So you could go cornerback, but I don't know if you would or not. You wouldn't go back-to-back corner. You already got Jadaea Barron. Potentially running back, but I don't know. The Patriots go on the road against the Denver Broncos. They win. It will be a rematch of a former Super Bowl. So now I'm hoping it's the Rams, so I can be right. Oh, man. It sucks. It sucks. But yeah. I'm about to end the stream in a second and then get ready for the next stream. Man. Oh, it could have been. It could have been. But Patriots go on. Turnovers aside, City actually played decently. Yep. Like I said, that one turnover and then going for a 4th and 1. So one's a coach decision, one is a bad decision by City. It's unfortunate. But again, thank you so much for joining this stream. I'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. So be prepared for that.